Bro,
live, man.
Baller alert. 2 minutes ago, WAC 100 claims Item 22 was picked up by the feds.
Yeah, yo, speak on that, man.
Wow, this so late. Like I already like went on stream last night and told the exact story, but they're still running with yesterday's news. That's crazy.
Uh-huh. Wait, okay, so you did tell a story about being talked to. That was the first time.
That was the only contact I've had was the situation that I described last night, where basically the feds came.
Yeah.
All they wanted to do was drop off the subpoena for the cease and desist. So
where did WAC get the "you were locked up" thing at?
I don't know. He's always just trolling, and then they just ran with it. They made a clip out of it. It is what it is. It's not. I didn't even have communication with anybody in order to turn over anything. And all I want is like one email. So to me, it's like pretty simple, cut and dry thing. You know, it's like my lawyer did tell me like you probably should not antagonize them, which I had no plans on. But
I mean,
that's my one note is do not antagonize the feds.
Well,
I don't know
I'll
what
be
that
fresh
would really
as hell if the feds are watching me in fashion.
Probably nobody likes that lyric more than them, though. You know,
Yeah.
like that's an iconic.
And that
lyric for
Snapchat
them.
didn't really help, right?
What?
Red Nike tag, you feel me? like that right there is like the epitome of attacking.
No, it was not.
that's not that bad.
Making a joke about the fact that I was dressed like a bum sitting around the house all day. I mean,
Antagonizing.
no
would be-
offense, since you are wearing the exact same thing that I was wearing. At the time.
No, right? You had on like the.
I had the red one. You got the black one.
Oh yeah.
Antagonizing would be saying like the feds ain't got shit. I'll never fucking turn on the homies.
Yeah.
Fuck these fools. That's antagonizing.
But I don't feel like we view, like, outside of Brick Baby and maybe Loose Cannon, I don't feel like we really view anybody else who's indicted as a homie, right?
I mean, me and Luce didn't talk for like 2 months prior to the arrest. But obviously, yeah, Brick.
Yeah.
Big U.
That's your homie?
That ain't my problem.
Okay. Well,
he got his own shit going on. He got plenty of people to look out for him. They don't need me on the list. But yeah, it is funny that this is like the no jumper RICO because there's one no jumper employee.
Well, Loose Cannon was
a half
an employee
and a
at that
half
point.
employee.
One
That
and a
nigga,
third.
that nigga a third of an employee.
Yeah,
Loose
one and a
Cannon
third.
been on the podcast 3 times, never got paid by us.
Yeah, but he was such like just
part of the
ingrained in the
no-jumper
fabric
universe,
of like
for
the storylines. It's kind of like
That's true.
like he's an honorary employee.
Is it
He's in
safe
the
to say
no-jumper
that
universe.
that WAC just saw your IG story where you're like, oh, the feds paid me a little visit, and then ran with the narrative that you got picked up?
Actually, to be totally real,
What do you mean?
He called me. I told him exactly what the Fed said. I told him like, don't say anything, and then his way of not saying anything is to call into the news and basically put forth a completely misleading narrative because he just loves to cause chaos and everything. And from my perspective, okay, let's go viral. Sure, post whatever. I don't care.
It did help though, right?
Y'all seen my face in here
Like,
when that
little
nigga Wack was on the phone.
Yeah,
I mean,
Feds
bro,
were
if I was arrested, I feel like,
Like,
you guys
bro,
would
that nigga
probably
at
know.
home, bro. No way.
An agent of beautiful chaos.
Wait, if you were arrested, right, and for some reason you couldn't access your account, which employee do you think will go above and beyond to make sure that you are straight and try to bail you out? And
Probably
and-
Josh working with my
Okay.
wife would be my guess.
Yeah, okay, but Josh is not fair. Okay, so
That's
let's
the most
just
realistic
next up.
answer.
So yeah, Brick suspect, me,
What was the
Lush.
question?
They gotta bail me out. I don't expect anyone to bail me out.
Yeah, or at least attempt to. Meaning, like, if the nigga don't got it, he don't got it. But at least attempt to bail you out.
Nah, I'm gonna leave it to my girl.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
Bro, he's a fucking millionaire.
No, okay.
Nah.
No,
Suspect, what you gonna do if Adam
why
wants you to bail you out?
I
Well,
used
the
to-
hypothetical was if
Any
you
of
couldn't
us.
access none of your money. You feel
yeah,
me?
she got money. She can handle it.
Okay.
Nobody's
fuck
gonna
you
be
to
more
call up
concerned
for?
with getting me out than her. So
Okay.
she could probably just jump in.
And next
there.
hypothetical, I would make sure to
Let's do
I
all
think that's a good
hypotheticals for this whole podcast. So
Yeah.
let's say that you were bent over, lubed up,
Yeah.
getting penetrated by a
600.
guy, and he coughed. What would you do?
Wait, Lush, you want to
600.
sit here? Sure. Yeah, because he's too big.
I
To
feel,
sit.
yeah, he might be a little too big
that
for
a-
the
You
stool.
lost weight too, though, man.
Yeah, you do look a little tinier. What's going on? You stressed out?
Wait, how you lose weight before like you about to fight? Oh my god, like let's go, champ.
Oh, Shannon Briggs.
You're gonna fight him?
Yeah, I'm gonna fight Shannon Briggs.
What?
I mean,
he was on the
listen.
podcast a few years ago.
You too light right now, man. You got to gain a little bit more,
Oh,
man.
no,
This
this
is a big boy.
This is kind of baggy. I'm still 280.
No, but the legs too. It looks a little skinny.
Here you go with this shit.
I'm
Come on.
280.
That's where you went
Huh?
too far.
Everybody who comes on the
280?
podcast gets a body evaluation by
Every
Flacco.
time.
It's actually really
No,
a cool
cause
free bonus.
listen, because I know
you
him to
love
be.
men's body.
No, I know him to be.
The
Love
male
man
physique. The male physique.
Fucking
No,
spit it
bro.
out before I could.
I know
cap.
600 to be a girthy boy. So when he
Whoa.
nah, come on, bro.
Wait.
Girthy just
I
means
was trying
bigger,
to
bro.
fly it
bro.
today. And he
Okay.
just won't. I can't. Doing shit like that, I can't. Pause.
Okay, what's like the non-gay word? Chubby.
Yeah,
You
you
ain't
know,
really said
girthy
nothing gay
boy
yet.
is gay.
But you ain't really saying nothing gay yet, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Girthy
it's
just
really
means
gay
like
about
broad,
that.
yeah, big a little bit.
But
Yeah.
even if you was talking about the actual thing, that's
Yeah.
not gay. Gay has to be like doing something. You're just
Exactly.
talking about, size. You can
Facts.
say, if you say I'm handsome, I'm not going to be like insecure and
Facts.
say, well, who are you talking to?
So a random person, you walk into a room and a random grown man was like, "Hey, you know what? You're a handsome guy."
Yeah, I ain't got a problem with that.
He is
Calling
handsome.
a nigga girthy is crazy.
Yeah. No, and also too, the loose
I
cannon
don't
said.
know what girthy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Okay. Oh, listen.
Girth
Sure.
is a word that people typically only use for one
dick.
thing.
That's a
Right,
cock.
right.
That's
That's
cock
crazy.
That's
describer.
not what it means, though.
It's not
just for
technically the only,
that, but that's usually
but
what
that's
people
what he
use it
does. He comes right up to the line of being as gay as possible, and then people say it's gay, and he's like, "What?"
Yeah. Okay, but he's a handsome guy, and part of him being handsome is the hair. But 600.
The hair.
Bro,
Loose cannon
He's getting
said that you
worse
got
and worse by the minute.
Loose cannon said that you got a lace front. Speak on that, man, because he did say that.
for. He just be talking, man.
Okay.
Baby hairs on fleek.
Yeah, nah, he just be talking.
Nigga, Flacco be
How you
fucking
get-
my head up, bro.
How you get a lace front, bro?
Right, again, because I did see you like grow out your hair in various stages.
Well,
so
see,
I
like
didn't
I
really
say,
see
when
it.
I get my braids, I get an added extension. I get an added hair. It's not like a lace front. I could take the whole thing off. That's a lace front.
Oh, so you do got a little bit of
okay,
help.
okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I was
okay.
kind of wondering that too. I'm
He
like,
wasn't
didn't he have
lying.
like no
Yeah,
hair
okay.
the other day?
Yeah,
Okay.
nah. So when they braid it, they add in like a little extra.
Okay,
Okay.
You know
that's
how
cool.
y'all was talking about girth. This is like length, not girth.
Yeah.
But is this part of you entering like the witness protection program that you just got like a fancy new haircut so people won't recognize you?
Witness protection. Like I don't get it. Like I'm
They're
live,
after
like-
you, man.
But who?
Listen, like the internet YouTubers, man, bro. They've been doing 5-hour live streams about
Well,
you,
that's
man.
the thing, man. Like I appreciate all the YouTube like commenters, trollers, haters,
Yeah.
fake stalkers, fake ops, because that just keep everything going.
Mm.
As far as in the real world, I'm not beefing with nobody like that. You feel me?
Okay.
Like even me and Biggie, our little beef. I mean, we know where each other reside at, and we stay in our own lane. He stay in his lane, I stay in my lane. So it ain't like, I'm looking for him and he looking for me.
But okay, is the sense on the streets that there's a ton of people mad at you about the recent RICO, or is the sense of like, oh no, the big bad boss man is gone, so now we can live our freedom?
That too. So the first part you said was, let's talk about it. So it was information that was leaked to the family of a deceased kid, right?
Uh-huh.
And I guess the detectives or whoever told the family, do not tell this information to anybody,
Right.
right? And that left the mother to Whack, to me, and the internet.
Mm.
So I got the information from the internet, the Whack and the mother, stuff like that, and I rehearsed it online on my channel and YouTube and everything else, right? So, people in the streets know I haven't spoken on anything that's not already out there.
Mm.
But the haters, the 600 haters and Whack 100 haters, man, y'all talk about an open case. What y'all trying to get him in jail? I don't have no information on the case. But what the feds released to the family, that was online. That's all we got.
I don't see how anyone could really call serious question into it, because I mean, think about when King Von got killed. Academics on stream an hour later, breaking the whole thing down, watching the video over and
Right.
over, pinpointing exactly what was going on. What you did is really not anything different than what you would have done, what I would be
No,
totally
it's-
comfortable doing. The only difference is that you were just very, very early. You got in
Right.
to discussing it at a point where everybody thought it sounded kind of crazy. Biggie, you got a murder charge coming, whatever. Like, it was so mind-blowing to people. You deserve credit, I think. And the only reason you're getting shit for it, though, is because you actually come from a street background.
That's the biggest
That's what I was
difference.
finna
That's
say.
the
I was finna
difference.
Say, do you consider yourself an active member?
Active now. Nah.
Because that's the only question. If a nigga consider himself an active member, I
Yeah.
think that all that shit crazy.
Right.
Being on
So-
camera, you know what I'm saying? If a nigga not an active member, then what can we say?
A lot of street members don't like talking about open cases, period, right?
Mm.
No matter if it's public information or not. And it's a weird rule, but it's a lot of like knocks to the actual rules of the streets. So if you look at it, it was two reasons why we put that out there. Number one, dude got to get exposed, you know, because these guys have things going on and play a position and get certain things and benefits or whatever they're doing and not be exposed and fooling people. That's number one. Number two, it's public information.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And actually, number three, we had to put that out there as still street dudes or acquaintances to street people that, bro, listen, they got information on you. They told their family they're coming to get you between these dates. Go get a good lawyer.
Wait
coming.
though.
You don't feel like you should let the streets handle that?
But hold on.
Nah.
Hold on, you see how they came and got
Yeah.
it. Now, if we got this information,
Yeah.
We got the work.
if we
Yeah.
got the information and we didn't tell Big U, that's cooperating with the law enforcement because they said do not tell nobody. Dude might get a lawyer, get little and run.
Yeah. And
see
it's
what I'm
actually in the RICO or in the charges that dropped today, they actually specifically mentioned the fact that Big U recorded the video before he actually turned himself in, where he basically told everybody not to cooperate with the cops, with anybody, which is very notable. Like, that's something your
Right.
lawyer wouldn't have told
Sure.
you to say, because to you it might make perfect sense. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to tell your homies, like, don't mess with them or whatever, but then that starts to look like a very serious crime when you view it through the eyes of the law.
No, but here's the difference though between what, let's say, me and academics would do and what, again, I support y'all doing y'all shit, right? But there's a difference, and there's a difference, okay? So Wack did say here that he purposely played the audio clip of the mom telling him that Big U would be arrested on this day.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to give 600 plausible deniability to talk about it publicly. That's one. Two is this. Yo, again, if you wanted to reach him publicly, privately, if the goal was, yo, we want to warn you, yo, like, y'all are members, right? Like, y'all could have reached them privately, but I do feel like it was more so towards we trying to expose this nigga for
We
being
have to
this. Because if
expose
the
him.
real goal was, hey, bro, we trying to warn you,
You would call him.
you would
no.
just reach him privately.
Oh no, he did that off the record. Like he.
But
tried
then
to
why
reach
posted
out-
it?
No,
Right,
no,
that
no.
was all
That-
he
no,
had to
no.
do if he needs to
Before
be aware.
before it went online, we know about it.
Okay.
Before it went online, I even spoke about online. He already was reaching out, and he backed that and showed the screenshots
Sure.
of the timestamp of him texting his wife like, "Hey, listen, they got
Yeah.
this, that, and the other." This like March 2nd, March 3rd.
Sure, of course.
So he was already reaching out to them directly, like, "Listen, this is what they got. I'm give you for a warning."
Of course.
My job, I got to expose, dude.
Got you.
And,
Got-
and
yeah.
you know what? He really put a black eye in the game for guys coming home rehabilitated, coming home from prison, changing their life,
Yeah.
and giving back to the community. Because now they're gonna look at guys different. Like,
Yeah.
hold on.
That's where you right at.
You know, we put Big U in this position with nonprofit organizations, things for the youth, things for the kids, giving back jobs, giving back. And this guy has a murder charge, RICO charge, stuff like that. So a lot of guys are going to be looking crazy like, man, I'm not like Big U. I really rehabilitated.
Because
You're saying it's a black guy on prison
there's a lot
reform.
of dudes I know who are like former street dudes or current street dudes, and they got a nonprofit and they're still in the hood. And for sure, I always thought that they were probably scams, but now
It's
I
also-
look at the Big U thing and I'm like, aha, I knew it. Now I'll never call them out.
Yeah.
I hope they get away with it forever. But
It's scams.
for sure, like that seems like if you know someone who really got that scammer criminal mind state, that shit is not just gonna go away once you get a charity going. Like if you don't understand the risks of taking money straight out of your charity and just putting it into your bank account, which is probably like the dumbest thing that you could possibly do. If you really wanted to embezzle it, you would probably do something a little bit more artful, where you like, pretended to buy a bunch of stuff and sell it to another company you want. Whatever. There's all kinds of stuff you could probably do that I wouldn't really necessarily think of that Big U probably could have done if he really wanted to embezzle all this money that would have taken significantly more work, but he didn't do any of that.
$42 million. Again, the city of Los Angeles allocated $42 million to the GRID program. The majority of that went directly into the hands of gang leaders. So I'm saying at some point, us as people of LA, we have to say, okay, there's a huge issue with this. That tens of millions of dollars is going into the hands of gang leaders, and we're just sitting back like, hey, yeah, okay, that's a good use of our tax dollars.
We should tell Doge.
Oh, that's true. Elon, hey, Elon, bro, tap in.
It's not federal, but
tap in, Elon.
I disagree because you gotta realize too, though, that I think you're right because there's always going to be an abuse of power with shit like that in certain cases. But I always say, bro, niggas who really outside and niggas who really gangbang, the only people they gonna listen to is a nigga who really gangbang.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
They're not listening to nobody else.
That's true.
If a nigga not really outside, cause the first thing they think is you ain't stepped in the shoes I've been, you a civilian, you gotta be from there, you know what I'm saying, a little older with some respect for them niggas to listen to you. So it's like, who else do you give the money to if you gonna rehabilitate these niggas?
Yeah,
who else do you give it to?
100%. Michelle Pfeiffer in Dangerous Minds.
Like
is
who else?
Save the youth.
It's kind of hard. Who else you give it to?
My bad. It just goes back to what we just said about like it makes you question everything now. You know, it makes you question all this stuff because he had the opportunity to change things and set a good example, but now he put a black guy in it, so it's like I don't know.
Okay, wait. The when we did that last interview, which was probably like a little over a year ago, I'm guessing. You saw Brick. You guys took a picture together. Big U gets super mad after that. But how long had you been out of communication with Big U at that point? Because there is this one video that I always think about where it was you and Big U in a backyard or something, and he was kind of like making you say stuff that was almost like you pledging your loyalty to him and the set and whatnot, and it kind of had the same vibes as like, remember the clip of Justin Bieber when his car broke down in the hood?
Well,
when he had to sing, when he was singing for fools outside the
Not
PJs.
saying that you're on Bieber's level, but you know, it kind of felt like you didn't want to be there and you weren't really feeling it, and you were kind of just going along with it. But that was an awkward video. Like, so was that was the last time you guys were ever really around each other?
We were together a little shortly after that. So what that was, it was a situation to where it was a lot of talking going on in my neighborhood, and it was like 5, 6 people on the phone. I was like, you know what? Let's just pull up. You know, let's figure all that. Where y'all at? I'm on such and such street. I'm on my way. I speed over there. He speed over there. The other 4 or 5 people didn't show up, so it's just me and him. So we get there. He like, come on. I'm like, come on, what? Like, come on, like let's fight. I'm like, bro, I'm not here to fight you, bro.
Oh boy, that would be an epic squabble for the ages.
Right. So I'm like, bro, no, what them busters that who was on that phone popping it, and I said, let's all pull up and figure it out. So we talked about what we talked about, and I said, all right, man, pull your phone out, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go live, talk your stuff, how you do it, make sure you add me. So I'm just a loyal, little homie, loyal type of dude, you know what I mean, who no matter what's going on, I'm going to still show loyalty. And I said in the video, I said, listen, any of y'all busters got any problem, we could pull it up. We could pull up right now. All y'all popping, all this talking y'all doing, we were just on the phone, where y'all at? And that's really what that was, you know what I mean?
Yo, I feel like the biggest narrative that I've seen in online is, and this is like a honest question too, man. Do you feel like because the mom said, yo, don't say nothing because the feds want this to be kind of, you feel me? If she says, yo, like late March, early April, and Big U, I think I picked up like the 18th or 19th, right? So do you feel like putting that out early got him arrested earlier?
I don't know. Like I said, I never talked to detectives. You know what I'm saying? But,
no,
I mean, but you just never really know.
Yeah, fact.
Probably. I don't know. I mean, like I said,
and do you feel
it was
guilty?
Private
it was
information.
Probably, yeah.
It was private information.
Yeah.
To prevent whatever they was trying to prevent. But we went against law enforcement's, you know.
Yeah, because what if Big U had hopped on a plane and he was just in France right now or somewhere where they wouldn't extradite him, like Russia, Big U in Russia,
right?
Like Edward Snowden or something. Like I mean, that could have happened. We could have never got any sort of justice if that was the case, which the average person wouldn't care about, but for the family of the kid who got killed,
but to them,
been upsetting.
They don't want the justice. They again,
so them niggas, man.
But the plan was to warn him beforehand, so that's why I'm asking. If the warning him got him arrested sooner, then one would ask, okay, y'all are really intelligent. Like, again, like you are a really smart nigga. Yeah. So somebody can say, oh, maybe this was like a diabolical, like double play, which is I'm putting it out early to quote unquote warn you publicly, but in fact, I'm just making sure the feds pick you up sooner.
Well, we can't make sure they pick him up sooner.
Yeah.
We don't know. We'll never know that. You know what I'm saying? We was never in contact with him.
Facts, of course.
Like, we'll never know that. But, you know, they gave approximate dates, and they hit on them approximate dates. You know, I think we put the information out too late.
Damn, for real?
I mean, he got caught.
Mm.
That's
Unless
true.
he didn't believe us.
Yeah,
You know, I don't think nobody be lying about no stuff like that. You know,
But too late for what? Because like, what would he have done
mean,
if
he
he knew
coulda-
about it a month in advance? Besides just be scared.
I mean, he could have left and run and
Nah,
save
bro.
away some money.
If you're being watched, bro, as soon as you purchase a plane ticket out of town,
Obviously, he
it's
got to
over
wait for a half a day, right?
well, he probably drove away, right?
But that's what I'm saying. So obviously, it's not like they got him on a monitor or something. He
Oh, yeah,
could've
that's true.
moved away. He was a fugitive at one point.
Yeah.
So-
yeah, right. He could have drove to Mexico, but if he would have attempted to use that passport to like book a flight, it would
But
have
you
been
could
over.
at least like,
Maybe,
and then like we get to that in a second. Like he went out all bad. Like the way he went out was like, you know, bad. But I mean, you could have bought yourself some time and figured it out, and lawyer and money, and you know, grab your women or your wife or whatever you got going, have some fun, and get some meals and whatever, you know, just because you go. I mean, you're a fugitive by the FBI anyway.
Yo, when you heard the surrender video where and he said you might as well get whacked at 600. Like, what's your thoughts?
Complete snitching, bro.
Nah, he didn't mean it like that,
You're
man.
telling the FBI to go get whacking 600.
Nah.
So let me tell you why a lot of my people in my neighborhood are finally realizing that, you know, 680 boy was right. So 31 years ago now, 94, he caught a case with Eddie Boy, his crime. They did a robbery, whatever they did. I think it was a sting. Leaving the robbery when they got caught, it's in the paperwork, quote for quote. I'm trying to say it the same way it's in the paperwork. Man, I should never went to work for Eddie. And that statement alone is in the paperwork, is the reason why Eddie Boy got charged with conspiracy. So my point I'm saying is that when he gets under pressure, he just starts snitching, throwing things out there. It's the same exact thing.
No, but I did hear that before, and because again, I always heard from like street dudes because Thug is in the same situation where I was always told we can't trust the police. So if it's not in a signed statement or on recording, we can't trust the police saying that I said this.
Oh, no. See, what happened was that statement actually came to court. His lawyer actually repeated the statement. They asked him his lawyer actually asked that he didn't get the opportunity to make a full statement and never denied the statement. Never denied him making the statement. The statement is in the paperwork.
Can we get a quick statement from Rich Trapper who's calling in right now? Rich Trapper, what you got to say?
Bro, get that cloud chaser off,
First
man.
and foremost, I for the first time in life, I got to give Flacco some credit for asking a real question.
Bro, shut the fuck up, bro. You a cloud chaser, bro. Like, bro, I want to talk to this nigga, man. Like, yeah, bro. Like, bro, we don't
Let him cook.
Yeah,
Let him cook.
Bro, he's a no, but we'll get
Let him cook.
Yeah, bro, about this bitch
He
ass
giving
nigga,
you
man.
credit.
I forgot
Let
you
him
guys are
cook.
beefing like that.
bro.
Wait, all right. We're going to give you a little, what you got to say?
But I'm here to talk about my slow cousin you got up there.
Why does
You sit here and just said that you put that information out to one big you. But that don't make no sense because everything that's going out is in this indictment. So how are you warning him about him being a fugitive on a run? That's harboring, aiding, abetting the fugitive and obstruction of justice. So how the fuck you not in that indictment?
Bro, I haven't broken no laws,
So
bro.
the
What
indictment
is
is
he
just
talking about?
recent. It's putting information out from
Well,
less
listen,
than 48
I didn't
hours ago.
put the
Over a
information
week and
out.
a half
Go ahead and feed into it, bro, because he about to go make a little bit of
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
but
Don't
what-
chase this nigga, bro.
What he doesn't
How you not
understand is
indicted
that
for
I
much?
never put the information out. I got the
Here's what
information
y'all
from that
don't
from
know.
online.
In real life, that's really my cousin. Bro, this nigga's
Why
a
does dude
fucking
keep
cop,
saying
bro.
he's my?
Don't you gotta go fuck niggas on Grindr, bro? You fucking boy.
That was a good point.
Yo, bro, you fucking gay bitch.
We
Bro,
don't even know this
listen,
dude's name.
bro, you fuck punks on Grindr, my nigga.
He does.
We don't give a fuck about your opinion on street shit, nigga. You fuck punks, nigga. Nigga, you got caught looking for white punks on Grindr, nigga. Shut your bitch ass, bro. We don't give a fuck about your opinion, my nigga. Bro, you lost. Listen, bro, you lost all privilege to comment on street shit, bro. Once we seen you asking to suck niggas' dicks on Grindr, bro.
Yeah, that's bad.
Stop it, my nigga.
That's bad work.
And you can't cap because you record all your videos that you react to off your phone, nigga. And again, in that screen recording off your phone, nigga.
It was the
you was
editor.
in the Grindr app texting niggas to suck dick, nigga. Shut your gay ass up, bro.
One last statement from.
Back to your show.
Bro, gay ass nigga,
All right,
man.
what's your outro statement here?
My outro statement is, let the record reflect.
Use a
when
gay
Adam
bitch.
had the top 5 sitting over there. Remo replaced Flacco, and Flacco been hating on Remo ever since the snitch hunted the cop. Adam,
Bro, weak neck. Look, again.
Whoa, Remo
again,
versus
bro, gay
Flacco.
niggas, man.
New narrative just dropped.
Again,
Sorry
no.
about that. I forgot you guys were ops like that.
Again, bro. This is what gay niggas do. All right,
Bro,
That's your
it's
cousin?
his DNA.
no, listen.
Why
I've
does he
never
keep
met
calling
that
you?
guy
He said it 4 times.
That's
And
like
in a
little
super
Reese's
chat.
J-Main.
I've never met that guy before.
Hey, that
I've never-
nigga funny as
I
fuck.
never met him. I don't even know his name. He called me.
Third cousin twice
Bruce
removed.
Cannon tried to call me with him on the phone one time. Somebody, man, who's my cousin? I said, why you keep saying my cousin? I never met you before, bro. I don't even know your name.
Damn.
How are you my cousin? I've never met you.
Damn.
I don't even know your name.
Yeah.
But like I
Um,
say, I
that'd
don't
be
let it
funny
bother
as
me. But I
fuck.
got all kind of like trollers and people want to say they know me.
Yeah, bro. Listen, yo. If I'm you, bro, right now, you're in a position right now, bro, where like, bro, you have like, bro, clips of you on Twitter with like 10 million views. I'm not responding back to no nigga like that, bro. You feel me?
Listen,
Like, not in this lifetime.
I've never responded to him.
Yeah.
He made 1,000 videos. He got to make 6,000 to get a response.
600. I got a question, bro.
What's up, Les?
So with all the trolling, you know what I mean, with hashtag Crip Cop, you know what I mean, and all that.
He's wearing the fucking the
badge.
police badge.
Yeah, exactly. Got
Security badge.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's a lot of ambiguity between what's content and what's real, and I think to this day, a lot of us are having a hard time
It's all
distinguishing.
You know what? If you guys are having
a lot of the shit you do, it just make me personally, I just be like, damn, this nigga be doing police ass shit.
Yeah,
And you know
compared
what?
to
I
this
wanna
guy that
thank-
we're talking to right now, absolutely.
And I want to thank y'all because y'all let me know I'm doing an excellent job.
Yeah.
You know, and that's my point. When I make my skits, my videos, I want to see as real as possible. You know,
Of course.
the police wouldn't get in my videos. You know, I couldn't wear LAPD because it's actually against the law to impersonate an officer. So I had to get a regular police hat, not an LAPD hat. So, you know, they couldn't be in my videos. So I was really, really trying to make it look like I was a police to, you know, I'm an actor. You know what I'm saying?
No, and you're a good one.
So you know, I want to thank y'all for thinking like my boy just said, you doing some police ass shit. I want
So
to thank y'all because I'm doing a good job at being an actor.
so like what your pops was not like an officer from the 77th Division and all that.
No,
Okay.
no. Well, like I say, all these things going around. Somebody said, I think Brick Baby said, he didn't go to his dad's funeral because Big U was there.
Yeah, we heard a bunch of people say that.
Yeah.
But
Your
see,
dad
that's
was
not,
60? I never heard that no 600 dad stories. That's
Bro.
due to be.
Well,
Is there any truth to that, or did you go to the funeral?
my dad didn't even have a funeral.
Oh, well, they just didn't have a ceremony, or they
No.
cremated him, or
Cremated.
oh,
Didn't have a funeral.
wow, that's a wild narrative.
he has a
that-
Yo,
sharp
who said
left
that?
turn.
All that is new.
Was
I
that
forget
Brick said it?
exactly
So-
how Brick definitely reiterated it, but I feel
Okay.
like somebody might have said it before that. But I've seen a bunch of people sort of repeat it since then.
Yeah, so like I say, I actually like all that stuff because it just brings more attention to me. The good thing about me is that, you know, it doesn't get under my skin, so it doesn't bother me. Like, this is my guy, he a real nigga, right? So it doesn't bother me for him to say you doing police shit.
Mm.
I'm acting the script.
Yeah.
If it looked fake, that I did a horrible job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got people calling me from the pen right now. Man, they saying all the 6-0 saying you the police. You the I don't care what nobody in jail said about me, bro.
Yo, do you feel like podcast culture ruined, like, for example, man, in like 2014, there was like this lore about like the LA scene, right? And gang culture and the characters. 2025 is like, yo, when you ask people like, let's say like academics or like Joe Budden or like others, when they talk about the LA scene, that lore is completely gone. Do you feel like the podcast scene, like, or like podcasting has ruined like the lore and the value that people used to see in LA culture?
I'm gonna say yeah, no. I'm gonna say yeah because you only get what you see online.
Yeah.
People aren't coming to the inner city of LA. It's not too many rappers who are on, you know, globally. It's not too much stuff going on like real documentaries showing the real gang life, the gang culture. You really only see who's the most viral, whether it be a podcaster or Square or somebody with a police hat on or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're not really seeing the real inner city stuff go viral like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's gonna make it look different to the outsiders.
I remember back like because it's the internet in general. Because I remember the first time that I realized that there were websites that straight up just listed off every gang and like had
Yep.
all the
right.
ins and outs of that shit just listed on some random website. And I remember just being blown away, like, holy crap, this stuff exists out there. Because
Streetgangs.com.
before that, wait, they had the
That was like the
website
main
before?
one.
Streetgangs.com.
That was the main one. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Every hood in
they'll
LA,
tell
if your
you-
hood's
They
not on
had every-
streetgangs.com,
niggas be like,
not
"You want
active.
bond." They'll tell you
Yeah.
the origins, the alliances, who they beef with, where it's from. And
Fools
then
are in the
some pictures
comments
of
like, yo,
niggas,
fuck
all
this.
kind of shit.
But then it becomes social media, and it's like I've seen this happen in a lot of other, lanes. Like I'll be like, it's kind of a corny comparison, but in the BMX and skate world, it used to be like people would have like a rail that they knew about, and it would be such a big secret. And if you put it in a video, you would blur out. If you could see a sign that made it clear where it is, Now you got dudes who got Instagram accounts where if you pay $5 a month, they'll air out the address to every single spot. So there's just like
we gotta bring that back.
This thing that used to be the secretive language that we were also protective of is now like whatever. Like everything is just out there. And the podcast thing is just like a way more extreme version of those websites that we were talking about that used to just list off gang stuff. And now it's like, oh no, you can really see these dudes in person talking about it, and in some cases confessing to shit that they will then eventually be charged with.
No, listen,
subcultures are on blast now.
Bro, listen, I was 12 years old on YouTube in my North Dakota home watching Bosco and Rosemo beef, like on YouTube. And like shit like that was like, yo, who are these mystical figures, right? But now in 2025, like, bro, we pretty much done seen every like reputable like gang member that, you know, that's like that really, you know, and on a podcast, or sorry, most of them. And when they open
That's
their
not
mouth,
true at all.
No, most of them, right?
There's a lot that's not even close to true.
But there's a good amount.
It's a good amount.
But the ones that we care about, meaning, right?
Again,
there's
that's
some joints.
Right?
Yeah. There's still a lot of real shit going on with people who would never dream of getting on camera.
Yeah, no.
Right.
And when we see them and on podcasts, bro, right when they open up their mouth, they lose their entire mystique and lore because like just
for sure,
right when they speak, you know, like they're probably, you know, like they're, I guess, like their ignorance, you know, like they're probably like laughing, they're goofy, right? So once we see you in a manner in which you're like acting a little bit goofy, you know, making jokes a little bit, it's kind of like, this ain't the person I thought you was. You feel me?
Right. You want a nigga. I don't know if you ever been around niggas who be popping niggas, but they not always just mad.
No,
all
sure.
The time. You know, like niggas who kill people be having like different emotions too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They like ice cream.
Gotta just be like,
what he was saying is that certain people, you look at them a certain way, maybe the way they dress or talk or look or tattoos, whatever, and you would think they're just a certain type of person. But when you get to them in a regular environment, where you happy and cracking jokes, it's like, oh, okay, you're not really that much of a threat. Like, it's cool.
Goofy.
Like, you know, right.
And I think that's the wrong thought. Because you'll have a nigga fucked up because he crack a joke and he'll still kill you.
That too.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying every nigga. Now, some niggas will get up here, put up in front, and then you get around and you be like, that is not like the nigga I seen you on the internet. But some niggas, there's different facets to people. They're not all just one way.
Right.
So you'll have a nigga completely misconstrued. He had a face tats. He really do these things, but he having a good day. And you'll be like, man, this nigga soft. He'll fuck around and kill you.
No, many a time I have found out after the fact of like, oh, that guy's a killer?
He kill people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Telling you, bro, it don't be who you see. If we see history, all the serial killers in the world, the majority of them, good looking dudes. All they neighbors, when you see little interviews, they be like, we would have never thought he was the nicest neighbor.
Ted Bundy was slaying Poon, super mild-mannered, good-looking dude.
You can't just see it from your eyes, you know? A lot of people, you can't tell, but I think you are right about niggas, you'll hear about them, think about them a certain way, and then you'll put them on a certain kind of pedestal because you just hear about them, and then you'll see them in a 2-hour interview, and you'll be like, man, that nigga not so mean.
And if you really want to be a slider, if you really want to be the guy who's spinning and putting in work for your hood, then you probably should not be on camera. Now, granted, like most of the dudes we're talking about are not in their 20s. They're in their 40s.
Right.
They've been around for a long time. They're the kind of people that we're all assuming are not doing shit, but... You know,
but that's what really sucks is that these are the dudes that have been putting in work for so long, had this whole like substantial career of gangsterism, and then in their 40s or whatever, they wind up like you said,
internet, like Big Meech. Big Meech was a mystical figure. 2 weeks online, he's now a buster. Like, ain't that crazy, bro?
Hold on, before we go too far off, back to what we're saying. But 9 times out of 10, all that fake tough image is not really like that. You know, because you got to put all that into your image. The guys who really like that don't have to really go extra out to really, really do that because you know what's up. But people who are like hiding something and don't want to be exposed or marked out or challenged, they put up like a guard. It's like female stuff. Like they really want to look tough and talk tough and tat everything up and be super, super cripped out or whatever.
I never got that shit. Like, I'm not putting nothing on my face.
Right, because you ain't got to do that.
If you don't think I'm tough, I don't give a fuck what you think. But I'm not about to
and let me say one
tap
thing.
my face up to scare niggas.
But let me say one thing. I'm speaking on, you know, the older generation. Now, you can't really go by that because everybody got their face tatted.
Yep.
Gotcha.
But before, when people getting all that stuff, you ain't got to do that. It's like you trying to scare someone for no reason. But now you really can't judge them because that's the new trend. Everybody got their face tatted.
I ain't gonna lie though. Some niggas back then though, where niggas had their face tatted, you be like, oh, This nigga pop shit. But it got to a point where niggas started hearing that. And was like, I want that.
Right.
You feel me? Because in the beginning, it meant something.
It meant something.
You feel me?
Yeah.
For sure. But then I don't think they all. But it get to a point where niggas know what comes with certain face tats, so they'll just get it without having to do said actions.
Right.
And then it gets to the point that you have SoundCloud rappers who got their face totally blasted, nothing on the rest of their body at all.
Yeah, that's
and they're like
shit.
19 from Iowa or whatever.
He did it for his SoundCloud profile picture.
Yeah.
Because he knew
and it worked too, and they be getting $1 million deals off of basically just being a shitty rapper with a face
the
tat.
neck in the face.
Or there's podcasters in their 40s getting their faces tatted. You feel me? Like
clowns.
Who did that?
Who?
Your boy. Clowns. Niggas with the deal haircut. Nigga, the deal live.
Roger Klotz.
Rugrats. The deal Shalil.
What?
Roger. The dad?
Oh, Sharp. Sharp. Okay, well, again, I didn't know that. No, but the one dude, though, where I would say, yo, I was watching, like, documentaries and videos about him, obsessing over him as a kid, was Munchie B. But then when I met him, it impressed me even more, right?
Why?
And he's one of, like the only people where when I met them, like, the lore, like, stayed the same. Meaning, like, you know, bro, he acts like how I perceive him to be, bro.
You seen him do a bunch of drive-bys or what? What are you saying? Like,
No, he just carries like for example, like him, 600. Y'all carry yourself like I see y'all online. Meaning, like when I met Munchie, I don't think Buster. When I met 600, I don't think Buster.
He definitely don't come off as burnt out as Munchie B. Shout out Munchie B. But Munchie B texted us and said, "Tell 600 that statement wasn't used or admissible in court. Eddie Boy got more time because of prison priors, and we don't celebrate our black brothers getting locked away."
Freedom niggas.
You know, it's crazy.
What's your rebuttal?
I'm just tripping off how like when they all go live, like we don't comment, like we don't call in to get a piece of their live. But we
You
on
talking about the Bloods?
No, whoever, like they calling in and trying to get a piece of what we got going on. That's
That
crazy.
nigga said everybody calling right now. That's what the fuck.
Oh man, right there with your Sean, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. But
Look, me personally,
I ain't got
bro,
no problem with Munchie. He probably got a problem with me though. What you
Yeah, he
gonna
didn't
say?
want
Look, me personally, I don't like seeing niggas in jail at all. You feel me? I feel like if you ain't touching no kids, you ain't did nothing to no women or some shit that I didn't ask for, I'd be like, but still, I feel like street justice. Let something happen to niggas in the streets. I just don't like seeing niggas in jail, me personally. Once you've been in jail, you be like, this shit's sickening. These conditionings, how they got you, and just, that shit just, nigga, that shit make my stomach hurt just thinking about going. Once you go, you be like, that shit, I don't wish that on nobody. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. Free Blueface right now. On my mama, I pray niggas get out tomorrow. I don't wish that shit on nobody. I don't give a fuck if I don't like you, and I don't wish that shit on.
Not to mention, it's not just you doing it.
That's crazy.
That's
just me though.
And let me say something about that too. People were saying that I was celebrating and smiling when Big U went to jail. I've been smiling before he went to jail. I'm smiling since he in jail. It ain't got nothing to do with him.
But you was a little happy though, right? To see, right?
You ain't like no cigar.
SKG was straight up.
You ain't like no cigar.
SKG said she
I
cried
ain't like no
tears of
cigar
joy
in
when
like
they
2
locked him
weeks.
up.
You ain't like no cigar when you
I ain't like no cigar in 2 weeks. I was in the rush to get here. I was gonna stop and get me a cigar.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like smoking the pack, and all that.
We might have some around here that Rosenberg.
You popped the champagne, didn't you, man? Come on, bro.
Rosenberg, my guy. Shout out Tony
Shout out
Rosenberg.
Rosenberg.
That's
Shout
my
out
guy.
Rosenberg.
Nicholas Rosenberg. That's my guy.
I fuck with
Yo,
Rosenberg.
Shout
Bro.
out my attorney.
Bro, why y'all say like and Trap Kitchen Monty told, man?
I didn't say she told. I was told that everyone who's been out already to get picked up on a RICO, you have to already agree to cooperate. I never said she snitched or told. But based on what everyone said, they saying that you have to agree to cooperate to get out like that.
Yeah, bro, because I read the paperwork, and after the feds talked to her, she called Big U and warned Big U, and she knew, like she could be, like picked up for it, but she still and told Big U and warned him. So I feel like once you're in the paperwork and the feds picked you up because you didn't come back to the station and cooperated, then I feel like it's kind of hard to really call her snitch.
The only thing I said about her was, what Big U was doing his thing, what it says in paper, they were intimate. So, by me exposing Big U, the people who deal with him not going to like me for that. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. So if she says something about me, it is what it is.
I think she real for that because, nigga, I think she has to be scared on two sides. From going to jail and from if I call this nigga Big U, I might disappear too.
Yeah.
So I
think she real for that.
So you guys see what I'm saying? If she's basically saying the same thing y'all said, I said online and said, hey, this is what's going on. Yeah. And then you said that she called it, but she's a real one for that. But I don't know why it's so much heat on me.
I think because she was a part of the case. She called him. She a part of it. She like,
Right.
nigga, I just got picked up by the feds. He could think I'm snitching. This nigga could make me disappear.
Yeah.
Or the feds could come get me, but I'm
She
gonna call
did
him.
say a
So
little
you get
too
what I'm
much
saying?
though, meaning like again, she did, according to the feds during the initial encounter, admitted that yes, she does
Allegedly.
bring women to Big U, and he does pay,
Oh.
occasionally though.
She said that to the feds?
Yeah.
Oh, that's snitching.
No, but though, she did say, yo, it's not like I'm not no pimp. It's not prostitution. These are just chicks who love to have a good time. So
It
she
does-
ain't really like
It doesn't matter.
telltale. You feel me?
She made
Now, that's like
statements.
saying I shot the nigga, but like I didn't really mean to. I
Right.
didn't
So
know
yeah.
that was
So
going in.
if that's the fact, then she's in fact a snitch.
Yeah, there's no. She didn't tell. It's
They
either
asked
telling
her,
or
though,
not.
That's like
to
Lush
come back-
when he like be glazing
Yeah.
So that's
first,
I'll never-
Feedback sandwich. You can't
Yeah.
do that with snitching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I never really looked into it. It's a whole bunch of people snitched on that case, right? My main focus was exposed Big U. Like I don't really know her, so I never really looked into the statements that she made. You know? I never really,
Okay.
I know other people that's on that case. You know,
Yeah.
it's stuff that they said too. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, yo, who are the snitches? Cause y'all, cause I seen like your video where you was like, yo, I know who y'all are.
Oh, that'll be out soon. Like I said,
Okay.
that's just more information that we got. That we didn't, and I'm only gonna speak on it when it go online.
Can we
But
get
then-
2 names?
I
Just 2
can't.
names.
I can't speak on it
Because
because I ain't got the extra paperwork.
Gotcha.
So it'll be me just like slandering someone's name.
No, here's my question, right? So as a street dude, when you hear the Fed say, so Big U and somebody else, they drove to Vegas to the Airbnb with like Rayshawn Williams.
Mm-hmm.
And Big U asked Rayshawn Williams, why haven't you been recording? And Rayshawn Williams says, I don't have a ride to the studio. So but Rayshawn Williams is dead and Big U ain't talked to the police because Big U, I guess, told them we ain't see each other in 6 months.
4 or 6 months. Okay.
So as a street dude, when you hear Big U and somebody else went to the Airbnb and the police now have an entire transcript of the conversation and it ain't come from Big U or like Rayshawn Williams, how do they have that conversation?
From the witness, from the snitch. It's listed in the paperwork.
And who was the witness?
Robinson, I think it's in there.
Yeah.
I think Robinson.
Wait, ain't Robinson like? I think we know Robinson, right?
Yeah, his pictures on there. I don't want to say his name wrong,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's his last name. Yeah, he told on the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, and he's out right now. Like he's a free man. He's.
I don't know if he's out. I haven't looked him up. Like I said, my main focus was seeing when Big U out, when he make bail, what statements he made and stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely in the paperwork.
Okay, so now that the official indictment is coming out, man,
Mm-hmm.
how do you think this is gonna play out? Because like when I seen the time, I was kind of shocked. This said like maximum, like 20 years here, maximum 30 years here. So I mean, I thought he was booked for murder. Like I thought that was like a life sentence. Like why only like 20 years is the max?
Well, see, and let me say one thing before that. When we released the information, right, that was online, we only thought he was coming to get picked up for a murder. We really forgot about the RICO stuff that we heard about. We just thought it was for the murder. The mother was talking about the information from the DNA, and they placed him out there, and 460s made statements saying that he was there. 8 of them, 8 total, 4 of them were non-affiliates. But so we just thought it was for the murder. And as far as the RICO thing came up, all these different charges. I mean, he got a lot of charges. They got money fraud, wire fraud, the RICO, interstate traffic. It's a lot. It's like 43 counts.
Yeah.
And some of them hold 20 years, 30 years, 10 years, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how it's gonna go. I mean, each one of them is it's like you ain't coming home.
Yeah, but I would imagine though that like if he gives like the bigger, for example, right? If he's found guilty of the RICO
Mm-hmm.
and then guilty of like the wire fraud, like he's gonna serve like the largest sentence concurrently, right? So I don't feel like he's gonna do 20 plus 5 plus 10 plus 15. You feel me?
I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
You're saying it's going to be concurrent?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really know how that works. I haven't really looked into that, but just 20 to life on one of them. I mean, it's like he's 50, he's 58, be 59.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely die in there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of time on just convicted on one of them.
How I think it's kind of messed up that there's people implying that there's been implications that Brick is cooperating when there's no evidence that he has in any capacity. Like there's no black and white. There's nothing to indicate that Brick's doing anything like that. How is it okay that people are pushing that narrative?
Okay, so I'm gonna be real with you. I like Brick. He shoots 1,000 jabs at me, and I might do one at him, right? So, you know, when he got raided by the feds in 2023, which is in the paperwork, and they found a chopper, which is AK-47, blah, 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 whatever, right? And how he was out, you know, with no ankle monitor, moving around, that raises the eyes of street dudes. But people are going to always give him the benefit of the doubt if they know him and rock with him. Like, you know, Brick cool, we're going to give you the benefit of the doubt. We believe you ain't telling, ain't no paperwork, blah, blah, blah. But then when his story wasn't adding up about, it was a DA reject, they found it, it's ongoing, it's Compton Court, he's like 7-7 division. And then when stuff come out and it's not adding up, then you remove the benefit of the doubt. Like, hold on, bro, this ain't adding up. You told us such and such and such. You know what I mean? So how are you really out?
But he was super eager to not have that talked about. He was very adamant, like, yo, this is an open investigation. He said on several occasions, you know, I think he just didn't want it talked about.
So going to what you said right there, right? It leads back to where he said that he don't have a case. It was a DA reject. And then certain platforms he'll say, I got an open Fed case. Then he said he pled guilty on it.
No, because like, for example, right? Because him being Brick and being like very, again, like he's aware of like how the law works, right? So for example, I think y'all said the state and the feds came. So if he see the state and the feds came, and then the state charge him, and then it's a DA reject, he's thinking, oh, okay, the feds gonna come soon, right? So like, again, y'all could both be right. Like the feds could have been there too, but then the feds like take longer to build their case. So then when the feds seen the state charge, he said, no, bruh, we got him. Don't worry about it, right?
Yeah, the state rejected it, but the feds picked it up at the same exact time, essentially.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Right. No, it's definitely possible. But like I say, when you like not really talking about it, and when you don't care about it, and then you got a whole bunch of other stuff going on, people remove the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? Me personally, I really don't know. I never looked into it. I don't do no business with him, so I'm not really worried about if he's snitching or not. You know what I mean? But like I say, he throws 1,000 jabs at me, so I could throw 1 or 2 at him.
And he told you, right? That
and I've always said that I ain't got no paperwork. I never seen him telling. I'm here because of Brick Baby.
Of course.
Basically, this whole internet thing was me protecting him and speaking up for him.
No, but a year ago, and you said that he told you that the feds is looking at Big U for a hot one out of, out the way.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a Federico. So one, how did that conversation go? And when he told you that, did you take it seriously?
Yeah, I took it seriously.
Okay.
And I went to go warn everybody who's dealing with Big U, leave that dude alone. He got a RICO. This was 2 years ago. This is when me and Brick was cool. So like the way he was saying how that happened, it was a whole bunch of politicking going on in my hood about certain people and people like, threatening homies and politicking. So I shot a video. I said, no, bro. If we're going to politic on somebody, let's politic on these busters and these sex offenders, bro. Like, let's not politic on real ones. I ain't never seen Brick Baby tell nobody. So y'all on the internet talking about Brick Baby can't come to the hood and all that. Brick Baby ain't never told on nobody, bro. So that's the video I made that went viral. And then me and him pulled up a few days later in the hood. Like, ain't nobody gonna say nothing, bro. Whatever they want to do, I'm with you. I'm with you regardless. Nigga, you ain't never told.
When you say buster and sex offenders, who are you talking about?
Well, the main one I was going at that time was Cowboy. Herman Douglas. He's on Megan's Law.
Wait, but he's known for like being like a real squabbler, like real thoroughbred.
No, where like on the internet?
I'm trying to laugh at Cowboy. You funny as
Wait, no.
He kind of capped off this whole thing by whooping Loose Cannon real quick.
Yeah, he took off on Loose Cannon for sure.
But ain't Cowboy known as like?
They said he dope fiended him. They said he dope fiended him.
In Barstow.
In Barstow.
Of all the most rare places that nobody ever catches a fade.
A lot of people stop in Barstow. Yeah, because
it's right between Vegas.
Barstow is the halfway point. So a lot of people stop and get gas there.
Everybody does.
But you have very unlikely to see an op there.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I've heard a couple stories, like maybe like 3 or 4 stories about niggas running into niggas.
Everybody stops in Barstow unless you want to go a little farther to Baker, but everybody usually stops in
it is random as a motherfucker.
That's very random.
It's random, but the percentage go up when it be things like Super Bowl, going to Vegas, and everybody go at the same time.
Oh yeah,
but there wasn't anything really going on.
When everybody going at the same time. Oh yeah, you gonna run.
It was a random Tuesday.
If it's a week, I'm just saying. Like if it's a weekend, no niggas run into each other at Barstow.
Yeah,
for sure.
No, but to call him a buster now.
No, I wasn't calling Cowboy a buster at that time. It was just a lot of stuff that needed to be addressed that wasn't being addressed, and it was calling people out who never told. Let's call the people out who's actually on paperwork.
Gotcha.
And that was the video I was talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I wasn't even talking about Cowboy.
Gotcha.
Cowboy is so insecure about things that he got in his name, he attacked me online.
if he calls out the fade, man, are you going outside to do it?
I mean, I get 1,000 fades people call me out, bro.
He's done a lot of fade inquiries.
all he gotta do is when he see me or he saw loose cannon, just get down where you mad at. You feel me?
I feel like you should not fight Cowboy for the same reason that you should not fight like a random woman. Like
What?
it's just
Why?
What?
no shots at him, but it's just like you. I feel like you would fuck him up so bad that it would be like unfair.
Are you saying like
you
he's
might kill
fragile?
him.
This is
Hell
why.
yeah, he's a little
Nah, he
fragile
not
compared to him.
Cowboy could defend himself,
I
man.
know
Bro,
he
he's
got
known
that.
for fighting,
He
though.
got the crackhead strength and everything like that. But I don't
Crackhead?
know.
Oh, nah, bro. Y'all really ops.
Cowboy
he was a
can't.
crackhead.
Nah, it ain't too
I don't
many
know if
people who
he
can
still
see me in the
is.
streets. Cowboy can't see me in the streets.
Oh, y'all ops down. That's crazy, man.
No, I'm just keeping it real.
Who? No, wait.
No. And he called him a crack. No.
Hey, just because
I
you're a
think he's
crackhead
definitely
don't mean
consumed some crack.
just because
Nah,
you're a crackhead
oh
don't mean
my
you can't crack heads.
No,
You
but I
feel
think
me?
being a crackhead is a
yeah.
testament to his how solid he probably is.
strong.
Yeah.
Right.
Crackhead strength different.
Right.
Wait,
right.
so 600. You,
I'm not saying
you,
you're crackhead. I don't know
So
nothing.
you
Yeah, I
made
don't
that
know.
video defending Brick. Was it basically your friendship with Whack that caused the divide between you and
Yes.
Brick, or how did?
Because
No.
Brick got reprimanded after he took a picture with 600 at No Jumper that one time, and Big U was not feeling it right, and that's what
Right.
created this whole little thing.
But me and
So
Brick, but that's why every time I see Brick, I make sure I take a picture with him, and we be cool. Our relationship is different. Like we could talk stuff online. Like I told Why, if I see Brick, I'm not gonna do nothing to him. I'm probably gonna grab him, put him in a headlock, and say, "Stop talking so much stuff about me." You feel me? Like I can never really get mad at him. Like he disses me every day, call me a rat. He give me. He's big old bitch. Look, he hated when I call him this. I'm just laughing like, Bricks, why you doing this, man? You feel me? Like I never really get mad at him.
Yeah.
You know, but like I say, it ain't got if it had something to do with Whack, I'll be really, really on him. It ain't got nothing to do with Whack. They got their own
But
misunderstandings.
people have an announcement that we have not mentioned, which is that we spoke to Brick Baby right before
Yeah.
we went live. He called in. He only had a couple minutes left. He said he
Today?
might call in like in an hour or something because I guess he got 10 minutes every hour up to
Okay.
300 minutes, which means he's probably going to plow through his minutes real quick. But
Yeah.
he sounded honestly totally normal. Like he was in good spirits. He even said, the sad part about all this is that I'm conditioned to this shit. I'm used to it. I've done many years locked up at a time. So we were speaking to him, and man, I don't know if I should say this, but he definitely said that he has had communication with a certain high-profile Chicago rapper through the vents while he's been in there.
Oh yeah.
Lil
okay.
Durk
Which is pretty wild, yeah. He was saying
And,
he was talking to
OTFDD.
Dirk. Yeah, why not just say it? He was talking to Dirk through the vents, I guess, which is pretty wild to picture.
No, right? Wait, but
No,
wasn't
that's
Dirk
cool.
and Brick like beefing like before Dirk went in?
Very
I never-
unsure about
I never heard
exactly
that.
where they were at.
They had a bit of a. They weren't
Yeah.
as close as they were at one point.
Yeah.
Definitely there was something
And-
at some point.
And that was before like the Quando Rondo interview, because so Dirk's
That's a good point.
no, yeah,
And
no,
before we did a song, Free Dirk.
yeah,
Which
Way
I can't
before.
believe we
So
didn't do a
Brick-
Free Brick
So
song. It's
Brick
kinda
Baby
fucked up.
talks
We have to
himself.
do it.
He talks himself into a lot of problems. So y'all saw that video when he was with the dude 6'7" Unc or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
So you know, a lot of people say he was trolling, but his own words was, "Yeah, I told on Dirk because he didn't give me a deal," which just sound like a troll, but
yeah. That's
Yeah,
true.
you
it
never
is
know.
fucked
Right. So I'm just saying though.
Yeah.
So, but with that, you got a lot of people taking that for face value, making videos saying he told
Yeah.
told on Dirk. Oh, maybe he's gonna be in there because of this. It's in LA. You know what I mean? So that's what I thought you was leading to when you said that he had problems with Dirk. But
Well, no, people got really confused because in the
niggas would watch that from home
You
and
feel
be
me?
like, "What's up with that shit?"
Nah,
Yo,
but, like,
niggas
that's
be
no,
before,
if
though.
Any
if
joke
you-
you made will be treated completely serious by somebody looking to get some views.
Yeah, but because
Oh, yeah, that's
I think people were only even associating that because, like, in the indictment, there's that video on the Breakfast Club of Big U talking about, well, hey, that's why Quando's chain got snatched. He was supposed to check in or whatever, and they used that's in the paperwork,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
wanted to use that, so people got confused, like, oh, because they just saw the headline, Dirk is mentioned in the
Yeah.
60s indictment or whatever, and then they tried to be like, oh,
When
Brick's
that
coke.
nigga came out here, I seen him with the 60s.
Yeah, yeah,
But
for
maybe
sure.
he ended up, having disagreements later.
Yeah.
But I remember when I
No.
Quando.
Quando.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
when Quando touched down on my mama, I remember seeing on Instagram. I followed a couple niggas from Six. That nigga was over there.
Well,
Like,
so Big U was
over
talking about when his chain had got took. You feel me? He's
Maybe he
like,
had some
why?
disagreements.
Where did
I,
Chain
he's
get
like,
took?
I told him to check in.
LA?
there. Yeah.
oh, I didn't hear about that.
If I'm
That's in the
Quando,
indictment.
if I'm Quando, I'm kind of like for example, right? So there's a picture. Now this is not again. This is not breaking news, okay? But I think there's a picture of Dirk and Brick like in the studio. I think like
I seen that.
Yeah.
Sure, they used to be around each other.
Yeah.
no. I think it was like the week of. I think I'm not sure, but the fans were saying this is Dirk and Brick in the
week
studio.
of.
Yeah, that I've never heard
Hell
anything
no, we
like
would know
that
about
being
that for sure,
substantiated.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
at all.
I made like a video on like the Quanah Rondo and Dirk shit, and I included like the Reddit like the screenshot of fans saying, "Oh, Dirk and Brick Baby was in the studio," but you know.
So you're
all the stuff.
substantiating the validity of your videos with Reddit screenshots?
No.
Fucking crazy.
The idea that
'cause-
Brick would have hung out
yeah.
with Dirk and not mentioned it to us.
Yeah.
When he's
There-
telling us like everything else he had
Yeah.
going on in his life.
Because
just
the
seems
premise-
unlikely.
No,
of
he
the
literally
video-
told us that
yeah.
Brick bro stopped taking his calls. He's like, yeah, Dirk don't fuck with me no more. He said that on the pod. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
Like,
they
Yeah.
definitely had something
No,
between
but
them.
that happened though, and afterwards because around the time that happened, people were pointing to, oh shit, Brick Baby was the one who got the bag, right? But also too, I seen the wildest clip, and I didn't know. So now that I understand how serious extortion is, when you see like old clips, you ask yourself, wait, hold on, why the fuck is Brick? Listen,
have you been extorted?
there's two clips in particular.
We're working on it.
Like the one clip, so Brick is saying, yo, all you rappers, I'm done being nice, yo. When you tap in or when you come here, you either tap in or else we coming to get you. And then it was like the BT weekend when he actually got arrested, like in that weekend. He was telling like the rappers, hey, when y'all come outside this weekend, just know y'all all getting booked. We not saving y'all, right? And he said y'all getting booked because like in all the other years when y'all ain't have to come to the city, y'all ain't been tapping in, you feel me, and paying y'all dues. So now I understand how crazy extortion is and how serious it is when I watch those clips just in the open like that. I'm like, yo.
Okay, my
So this is
question
the
is,
thing.
all the stuff about Big U extorting all these people, is that news to anybody that's really in the know from where you're from?
I mean, I was kind of gonna answer that question by saying something to him.
Yeah.
Basically, that stuff happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? Those things happen all the time, bro.
Oh, wow.
Like, but people just don't be online with it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And it's like Brick Baby got himself caught up with this Big U thing because he's dealing with Big U. You know, he could have made that video and be talking about himself.
He did say,
You feel what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna call Big U. So
That's what I'm saying. So you dealing with Big U, now you caught up in all this other stuff. I done told people game time when you come out here, holler at me. You feel me? I got videos that's still up right now, but I switched it up. I'm like, pull up on me. I'll be your bodyguard for free. You know,
really?
you ain't got to pay me. Give me a verse or something. Like, it's still up. Like, I do stuff like that.
who was the last nigga that you extorted?
This nigga right
What
here.
is
No.
the thing? This
You
is the thing.
need niggas like this.
No, before the
This is
statute of limitation. No, sorry.
Because I would
Sorry.
never.
I'm not. Okay, no, sorry.
That's a good question. Yeah.
Beyond
I mean,
the
this the thing,
statute
though.
of limitation, meaning the
This the thing.
prior to like 5 years.
I did my thing in my neighborhood. You feel me? As far as dates go, I ain't broke a law in 10 years.
You extorted all them rappers 10 years ago.
All I'm saying is this: I retired from being a game breaker in 2015 to go be a pro boxer. So but when I was in the field, I mean, I got my name. It was no disrespect. I mean,
And
There's
when
got to
you
be a
retire-
lot of competition for who could be the best,
Yeah,
most
right?
ambitious
Well,
extortionist.
I think for sure, like the 60s have a huge advantage in that regard based on their location.
Oh, that's
You know what I
true.
mean? Like just work.
and I'm gonna keep it. And I'm gonna keep it real. Mine wasn't really like extortion because I wasn't like trying to get people for their money. I was just really like doing bodyguard stuff. Escorting people around, trying to get in the. Get out of the street life and just be in the hip hop world.
Because-
I wasn't saying give me this and give me that.
Friendly
because I have my own money.
Yeah, yeah.
Gentle
Well,
extortion.
but that's like when Big U named his podcast Checking In, and he would talk so freely about the process of checking in and stuff. He's kind of like, he was hoping that people at home would take it to be the friendlier version of checking in, which might be like, you come through, you give my artist a verse, or you film a video and you let my artist get some cameos, and we're gonna take care of you. We're gonna make sure you don't get robbed, etc. Which would be totally fine if that's how it was. It obviously is a different thing when you throw in the idea that there's like cash payments. Because even in the hardcore scene when I was a kid, all this crazy violence was going on in that world, and it wasn't the feds didn't crack down on it until there was a fucking hardcore crew that was basically
DMS.
extorting this band. No, it was FSU. But
FSU.
They were extorting this band that when every time they would come to Boston, the band goes and tells the feds, boom, they get taken down. The whole fucking organization gets ripped apart by the
But
feds.
isn't FSU like a West Coast thing, and DMS
East
is more?
Coast. DMS is New York.
Super
DMS
East Coast.
is New York, FSU is Boston.
Okay,
No,
but they came out here.
No,
too.
but like
Yeah,
there's
they're
a
out
clip
here,
too where I was almost a victim, right? So when I first, when I
Before
first,
Extra was victimizing you.
no, hell no.
Huh?
When I first got here, right?
I need that 100
Right.
flock.
No, when I first got here,
Back.
and there was an interview with at the end of the day and Big U, right?
Okay.
And I jokingly said, "Hey man, what can I do for a tour?" And he said, "Listen, we gonna bring you around. You buy, you feel me, a couple of T-shirts, wink, wink, you feel me, right? And pay for this, pay for that."
$10,000 T-shirt.
No, so I was thinking that those were jokes.
Right.
Now that I look back and see like those clips, I'm like, oh.
See,
Look,
You
bro,
had
it's-
AD
it's a
telling you not to
fine
do it,
line.
right?
Oh yeah,
Look,
yeah,
bro,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
yeah.
a
gotta
real
thank him.
fine
Yeah,
line
yeah.
between getting. I think, like I said up here yesterday, I think checking in is okay. I just think it's a thin line between it gets to niggas abusing power and not. When I
Right.
go anywhere, bro, I'm gonna call the niggas I know and I'm
Yeah.
gonna say what's good to eat, nigga. Where the weed at? Where should I not be? Where should I be, nigga? You feel me? And show me around this motherfucker. That's checking in. You got what I'm
Right.
saying? It become a problem when a nigga call you and say, hey, nigga, you gotta do X, Y, and Z, and that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
And-
doing
$5K a
that.
month.
Well, what Flacco described is not extortion at all. That was like a fair exchange. He didn't say like, "Hey, you have to come down and we're gonna do this and you're gonna spend this money."
Yeah.
You were asking him for a favor, like, "Hey,
Sure.
can I go in here and film content?" He's like, "Yeah." You gonna go out
saying?
here and
So
here?
look, so if you look last week when the DOJ made their first press release, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we was all waiting for. Let me my mom say this too. So they was also saying, Big, you said, man, 600 was there when the feds was raiding my house.
Yeah,
So rewind time. I'm an early riser. I'm up like at 5 in the morning.
really.
That day, I'm chilling with my lady. You know what I mean? And I we did a little something. I went back to sleep, right?
Ew.
So woke up like at 7, but my phone blowing up. Hey man, they hit Big U. I'm like, what? So I'm my mind thinking I want to go put it online because I want to expose dude. Like,
Yeah.
right. But I'm like, no, I can't do that until I get the actual content. So I shot over there. It would happen to be no traffic in LA. It was like 7:15, about 7:20 when I got there. And I get there. It's just like 2 unmarked cars. Looked like everybody was already gone. It was one dude standing in front. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? It's a burglary? He like, no, everything's okay. It's an operation. I'm like, okay. Well,
Oh,
so that's
man.
why I started my video. But I'm saying to say, it's a way you can do everything. You know what I mean? And
Sorry, we got academics calling in. What's going on?
Yo, I heard the feds tapped you on the shoulder, gang. Hey, yo.
we live right now, just so you know.
Act, what up?
Oh, shit. Is that my boy Flock?
Big Act, man. What's up, man?
Jala.
Yo, all I gotta say is, listen, Adam, I know you rich as fuck, but if the feds tap Flock on the shoulder, I got his legal fees. They ain't touching my boy. Stop.
Hey, man. Yeah, facts, man. Come on, man. Facts,
Y'all
man.
got to stick together.
Yes, sir, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
nah, hold on. Hey, stop. Hey, I know you ain't gonna hold down Brick, but tell Brick I got a nice, I got a nice little 10K on the bond. You know what I mean? Come on, I got him.
I had a
You
few
gotta get
people
rich.
tapping in saying that they want to give Brick money for a lawyer or whatever, but they also really want to wait to make sure that he maybe hasn't been having certain kind of they're basically paranoid that they're going to put money on his books or pay for the lawyer, and then they're going to find out that he's snitching.
Which is crazy.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I put money on your books, I hope you snitching. Hey, listen.
Facts.
I don't know whether you're snitching or not. Here's the reality though. It gotta come through you because they can't. I can't. It gotta be like the Whack 100 Keefy D shit. It can't come directly from me. You feel me?
That's a good point.
You don't want to get involved in
You
none
gotta
of that
route
fair
it. You gotta
shit.
route it.
Hey, we got the big dog, the man who took down the Rolling 60s right here. You ain't a 6-0 until you take down the 6-0s.
Hey, let me tell you this. Oh, we got 600 in the building. I got a shout to him and Whack. They gave us more police details than first 48, and I ain't gonna lie to them. That's all right. You know what I mean? Now here's the thing. They're not. It's not even like they got the info by anything that's not public knowledge. They just use their brain.
Mm-hmm.
You never want to beef with an educated, smart street nigga. Street niggas supposed to be dumb. If I was anybody in the streets, I'd stay away from them two niggas. They're using too much brain power.
They took everything they learned from watching Trap Lord Ross and 1090 Jake, and they said, all right, we're going to do this in real time.
I learned from Wack.
Yo, Act.
Yeah. Wait,
Yo,
did y'all confirm that 600 showed up with the investigators to raid Big U's house?
We were
Nah,
just talking
man,
about that.
By, right?
We was talking about that right
We were
now.
just talking about that.
I got there too late. Listen, I wanted to be there when they walked this little fat behind outside and get that content. But I got there too late, and he wasn't even home.
What did Wack press you? Yeah, ask about that.
Hey, by the way, do they feel a little bit like kind of like remorseful because all of this it has culminated into the indictment? But I gotta be honest, like if like I've only met Luce once, I love his content. Like I look at him as a very sympathetic, like I fuck with him, and I feel so bad he's jammed up in this. Like I wonder if like Wack feels bad that he got caught up, or Wack's like, yo, every man's for himself.
I mean, but he like intentionally fell out with Wack like a week before all this shit went down, which is kind of poetic. It's kind of insane,
right?
A matter of days.
Yeah,
I think he was just done with dealing with Wack's shit.
No. He got mad because they posted the call.
Oh yeah, well,
said fuck the gang right before he got taken down.
I just feel like that was just such like a frivolous like front of a reason to be like, oh, Wack did this, when it's like that's not a good enough reason to cut off the dude who basically has been holding you down for all these years.
And you conveniently though, like got like both of the subjects.
When 6ix9ine went up to the Breakfast Club and said, I fired all these guys. I'm not with them. They're not my friends. I'm only Dolo. You know what happened before? The feds had preemptively talked to him, and he realized that something was coming, so he wanted to seem isolated. When people cut off people or start separating themselves from everything or squashing beefs, the feds might have talked to Luce, and Luce might have been like, oh, hold on, let me just kind of fall back from some of this shit before they think I'm linking up with niggas.
The craziest shit is that Luce was saying he was 32. It turns out he's actually 42.
With a twin.
With a twin.
Yo, what did the feds ask you for, though?
They just wanted the cease and desist of Big U basically trying to get us to take down the episode in which Luce Cannon suggested that Big U had advanced knowledge that Nipsey was going to get killed.
Did you get a lawyer?
Yeah, my lawyer is the one who facilitated the conversation with the feds. I didn't talk to him directly.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I knew how that was going to go. Because, again, never said anything, and I still won't. But when the fans came for 6ix9ine, they had some interesting ass, too.
Let's leave it at that. But now we all wondering if we're going to see some kind of developments in terms of the Big U Nipsey connection, you know?
Yeah, because, if you read, like, the actual indictment, the actual complaint, the feds is, like, bringing up, like, a bunch of, like, Nipsey stuff, and I'm reading this wondering, like, why they keep, like, why? Right?
Hey,
but now we know why.
Hey, put like this, Adam. When allegedly the feds, again, I'm only using my closeness to a situation with 6ix9ine. When they had said anything that was revolving, asking me for anything, they weren't asking me for nothing they didn't have. They just wanted exact original copies and chain of custody for court. Facts. Like, they already had it. They were never saying, oh, we don't know this is. So if they're asking for something that's dealing with Nipsey, that's an investigation that's progressed very far already. Guaranteed.
Oh, man.
Well, that's why they started this indictment. Like that was when the investigation started, was because of the Nipsey thing.
Well, what I heard was...
If you listen to Wack, supposedly the mother of Rashawn Wright, I think that's his name, was saying that the police was telling them, or the investigators was saying, hey, they're going to go tie some stuff to Nipsey, and them asking you for some Nipsey stuff is the first time, because they don't really put it in that first complaint. The indictment press release just went out, but the full thing hasn't been up on the site. This might be some more shit that comes in the future.
Exactly. They're going to keep doing it. They're going to keep getting more and more people to talk. They're going to probably uncover like every substantial thing that Big U was ever involved in. We're going to find out.
There's going to be content gold for like a year, right?
It's going to be a couple of years before it even goes on trial, and then we'll start really finding shit.
Well, content gold for a year.
Yo, I had a convo with Wack, and by the way, it was a little hostile, but it was great content. I love Wack.
Yeah, we seen that.
We seen that.
I did
the
reaction on
convo was just centered around, hey, if they're coming at Adam, and again, this is not accusing anyone of cooperating or not accusing anyone of in any type of way, but the feds might just want to speak to people who they're naming. And Wack was like, he kind of shot it down really good.
Very aggressive, like he almost has something to hide.
Yeah, he called you a weirdo and all type of stuff.
What do you think?
I mean, I don't know, but it just seemed like
what you think, Adam?
Either he's like in just like a weird state right now where he's just being like super aggressive and pissed off about everything, or he was, I don't know, man. He just responded to you suggesting that in such a way that's just out of pocket, and it felt like it kind of showed his hand a little bit that he was like more upset by that idea than he actually needed to be.
Well, here's the thing: if they did try to speak to Wack, and again, it's not that maybe they're investigating them. Maybe they're saying, "Hey, we caught a nigga who was trying to do something to you. We're just trying to corroborate some shit with you, right? Hey, did this happen? Did this? What's the version of what?" Now, if Wack ever did speak to investigators, we know the Wack 100 10 commandments of anti-snitching. Would that go against it? I was thinking about that because I'm like, okay, so you can't speak to the feds.
Bro, listen.
You gotta
I heard Wack say
to them without.
No. Listen, I've heard Wack say
you can't
on Power Rule when they come, you tell them call my lawyer.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing.
Until you get a subpoena, and then it's impeding with an investigation if you don't talk to them.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know shit.
There's nothing
exactly.
I'm worried about the feds asking me, because to be real, like, I just don't have any knowledge of anything that isn't basically public.
Them rules are set
Why
in
they
place.
contact me yet?
Those rules are set in place not to talk because people don't know how to talk.
Yeah.
The average game banger is not sharp.
Did they give you a subpoena?
They subpoenaed the cease and desist, yeah.
Ooh.
Which they had a grand jury approve the subpoena or
Oh,
whatever in order to get that cease and desist, which I would have just handed over if they asked for it, but I don't know. Apparently they got
What?
process to go through.
Cease and desist for what?
Well, I'll tell you
Exactly.
this, and you know, since me and Flacco, one of the most realest YouTube gangsters in the streets.
The facts.
They was trying to holler at me, and that's why I knew they were going to do to you. It said, hey, listen, unless you want to be in the grand jury testifying, and we can force you, give us what we want. You got nothing to do with this. Give us what we want. We already got it, but we need the original copy.
Yeah,
and
I got nothing against that. I could have posted it on my
where,
Instagram story.
where? With the loose cannon stuff, act? Or what stuff you talking about?
You know what?
You talking about the loose cannon stuff or what?
Desist.
No. I'm telling Adam how they're gonna come at the media
because
they have came at me in similar fronts about other things just because of the close proximity. You get what I'm saying? And you know, it's an interesting time. Let me tell you this. Wait, has Flacco get pulled in?
Act. Bro, I want to get talked to, nigga.
Why?
I didn't talk to
Why?
nigga.
They don't have a video with
Why?
100,000 views. They'll be happy as hell.
Bad.
Yo, bro, I've been praying niggas come and talk to me, nigga. The content gonna go crazy, nigga.
Wow.
This nigga want to talk to the feds so bad.
Oh, nah?
Let me say this. When the feds come try to talk to you, and I'm a civilian, we don't do nothing.
Yeah.
They start showing different hands that you get spooked. They told me how much they were watching anytime I was hanging with 6ix9ine in the middle of the trenches, even times we thought we were alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
You get spooked just off of that because they know everything. Like, they were just like, okay, of course, they know way more than you want to know, and it'll scare you how much they know.
Of course, but act, bro, listen, though, but bro, I'm willing. Listen, bro, if them niggas say, hey, yo, come and take the stand and testify, hey, bro, we know this, do this. Listen, there's not a nigga safe, bro. I'll be real, again, break my nigga, loose my nigga, bro, but hey, if I gotta choose between preserving myself and telling what I know, the honest, hey, nigga, I'm telling what I know. I'm sorry, nigga.
But Flacco, this is a swift departure from what you were saying the other day, bro.
Nigga, I am snitching if I got to snitch, nigga. But,
you said you got a lawyer so you didn't have to talk to them.
Snitching is not for civilian. That's the gang. That's the street term.
There's such a thing called volunteer snitching. You could just hit them up. I'll give you the number.
Me and Brick, Brick and Loose Cannon never did any crime together or like discuss crime. So I don't know nothing. But if they telling me, hey, bruh, were you there when this conversation happened and I was there and I got to confirm that this is not an edit? Damn right, it's not an edit, nigga. He said this on camera.
Oh, my God.
Yo, Flacco, listen, man. You gotta hit them up, call them about the Criminality Chronicles of Buka Buka, whatever the fuck y'all be saying over there.
Yeah.
And tell them what you seen.
Buka Crip.
Yo, he had a gun in his ass crack. He did this. You gotta tell him. Go ahead.
Nah, man.
He fingered Flacco.
Free them niggas.
Dead homies.
Man,
Hey, by the way,
You did what?
if people snitch on the West Coast, does anything happen? Because the nigga who was a snitch in 6ix9ine's case, I remember he hit me up and he was just like, bro, I still live in the same hood. I'm like, how? You not dead? And he was like, yo, bro, what? Yo, he told me we should go out to dinner one time. I'm like, I'm not going out to dinner. I'm like, this feels like he might be working again.
wait, pause. Wait, pause. You scared of rats too, though, Act?
Huh?
Or are you scared of rats too?
No, I thought the non-trade dudes were gonna kill him because
Oh,
6ix9ine
wow.
at least 6ix9ine got rich, went to jail, and moved to Florida. The guy who really told on him lives on the same block as him. So I thought he was just like out of here or in Witsec. He said, bro, I still live there.
Well,
I see. He's like, the niggas locked up, but I see their family. I'm like, what? They didn't kill you? So I don't think rats get killed no more. I think that's over.
Yo, Act. Listen. Yo, Act. When is your birthday party again?
May 17th, pull up, man.
Hey, listen, bro. May 17th, man. Y'all go buy y'all, I guess, tickets now, right? On Eventbrite.
You're going to New York.
Yes. For the birthday.
Gotta be on stage with me. Come on now.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Oh, that's like right by 420, so maybe we'll be out there too.
Yeah.
Next month.
Wait.
May 17th.
Hold on.
Oh, wait.
That's if
Whoops.
y'all don't catch
The
the
next
indictment.
month.
Nah, that's facts.
Nah, we working on another one now.
The indictment.
Bro, wait till the Incredible Diapers indictment drops.
Oh, nah, man.
Right before I get off the phone, I do gotta ask Adam one thing.
Yeah.
If the feds come to you and they say for all the people that we have in custody and people we're investigating, you gotta sacrifice one person and give us as much dirt as you can, and we're not gonna charge you with human trafficking and sex trafficking for plug talk. Unless you keep going. We're not gonna put you on Diddy status. But you either gotta sacrifice Whack 100, Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, or Flacco for just nothing. But you gotta sacrifice one of those people. Who are you sacrificing?
Flacco and Loose Cannon might be in a dead heat. I don't know.
Wait, what I do though? What? Listen.
You start looking at the views.
I mean, Loose Cannon was lying about his age by 10 years. I feel like you could actually be doing the same thing.
That was gonna
No,
say.
man, my ID right here.
Crazy, bro. That's nuts.
Huh?
All right.
Yeah, right, man. That's a good
All
idea.
right, yo, I'll hit you up, bro. Appreciate you tapping in.
Cool.
All right.
That's it, man.
Hey, shout out to everybody who's watching this. We got 10K live viewers right now, and we will be reading donations in a moment. So if you want to get your $5 or more donations in, we will be reading those in a little bit. I don't know why Josh is selecting it right now when I said in a little bit, but we do have donations set up right now. Shout out to everybody who's becoming a member, etc.
man.
Appreciate y'all. And make sure you smash the like button. Smashing the like button is free.
Yeah. Now, listen, okay, let's pivot
Oh, you're on
to
his
Jaleesa
ass.
Suspect.
Nigga
Okay,
pointed
okay.
at me so fast.
So suspect.
Break it down.
That's what he'd be like in court.
Suspect.
It's a
Oh
court.
my
Where do you think things went wrong yesterday with you and the Jaleesa crash out?
Who, keep in mind, the
Yo.
only reason I even know Jaleesa is because of the fact that Suspect told me there's this girl. She's
you
from
always
Northern
getting two
California.
people,
She's
man?
a YouTuber. She's cracking. She's not huge, but she's doing her thing. It'll be an interesting interview. We do the interview. They get along super good. You fast forward a couple months, trouble in paradise.
Bro.
Yeah, so walk us
Look,
through it.
people can't handle being wrong, and I'm a sore winner.
I got you.
I'm a sore winner.
You take the scoreboard home?
Yeah, I'm a sore
Great
winner.
reference.
I'm
Long
a
live
sore
the truth.
winner.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's just the truth of the matter. I'm pretty self-aware. I'm a sore winner. So once I cooked her in the conversation, I had to rub salt in the wound. I'm right. Shut up. Stop talking. Go home. She tried to tell me first. It started from I want to say it was the NBA YoungBoy conversation, or it could have been a little earlier.
The feds conversation.
Yeah, first it was the feds conversation, and she tried to tell me. First I said, we was talking about Adam. And then it was like, everybody love Adam in the feds. And I was like, bro, they gonna ask that nigga for his paperwork. They gonna be like, all them niggas who done came up there and said about murders, they gonna ask him for his paperwork first. And then she was like, paperwork don't get seen in the feds. And I was like, you don't know what you're talking about. Yes, it do. I was like, it may work different for different yards or different cases, but nigga, if you outside and you get, my cousin is literally just came from the feds, like, nigga, fucking 28 days ago. Like, nigga, I'm talking about, I just was with him on Sunday. You know exactly
Scooby.
because I'm talking about
Yep.
Scooby. Nigga went down for a bank robbery. We need to get him up here. Nigga went down for multiple bank robberies. I'm talking about the story, amazing. But
Scooby's definitely a character for sure,
I'm
bro.
talking
You
about-
can't get away too much in the feds.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So you feel me? Like, no,
Well, how
you,
did you get to the point of standing up and yelling in your face like in this?
Well,
this is
just
such an
like 20
epic
minutes
thumbnail
after-
right
that
here,
was
man.
this is the beginning.
That's an epic thumbnail right there.
This
Yeah.
is the beginning. You feel me? That's how it got there. You feel me? So first she said, well, I'm gonna call my cousin. So we both going back and forth bringing about our cousins and shit. She said she gonna call her cousin. She calls her cousin. And this ends up giving me the W. She calls her cousin. Her cousin said, hell yeah, they checking paperwork in the feds. So then I'm telling, shut up, get off the phone. I'm rubbing us all in the wound. Then we go on to a different conversation, the NBA YoungBoy shit. And this is something that she said publicly. She said on the podcast last time, my bad, bro. She said on the podcast last time that her and she identifies with YoungBoy over the mom.
Yeah, because he has issues with his mom, and so does she. So like she.
This ain't something I pulled out from secret. This ain't some shit I knew in like confidentiality. Like,
So
nigga,
she
I
said
don't-
he was the GOAT of Gen Z, which
Yeah,
suspects.
that's how that argument. She said he's the GOAT, and then we all. I'm like, no, YoungBoy's top 10, but the greatest rapper of Gen Z. No, he's not. He's not. He's top 10. So we going back and forth about that. You get what I'm saying? Boom. And then I say you relate to him because of the mom shit.
Okay.
That's when she gets angry. But you've already said that on the previous podcast. I didn't pull out no secret. You get what I'm saying?
But she had like real serious. Do you feel like that was a low blow?
No. This is
You
something you said
called
on the
her
podcast.
gangbanging into question as well.
Well,
She called mine first. She
She's
said
from
I'm
the
a
hood?
fake gangster.
No,
Okay.
so it started like
know what I'm
basically at the end of the thing. I think it was Creep was basically saying, "Damn, suspect spanked Jalise today." Like Sus was just like every argument, Sus won. He was on that ass. But and then she's like, "How suspect spanked me?" And then that's when this clip starts. And it gets
Okay.
volatile.
Wow. Okay.
Because everybody was in agreement that she was getting spanked. If my watch didn't
Yeah.
come off, we wouldn't even be talking about nothing but her getting spanked.
But she didn't say anything about the watch while it was happening.
No,
right?
No, I don't
She-
think she noticed.
She didn't see it.
Strange level of
Yeah.
self-control right there.
She didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
She
Yeah.
didn't say something. She didn't see it.
Did you even notice?
Yeah, I seen it, nigga. I picked my shit up. I should have said something. Like, nigga, my car came apart, and I would have been able to put it right back apart on camera. That's what I should have did. But I was too in the heat of the moment that I was focused. I should have put that bitch apart. Like, bitch, I'm so heated, you made my car come off because it comes off. It's too tight, and nigga, these bracelets come off. You feel me?
I'm just glad you didn't hear her call you the B word.
Yeah, and I'm glad I didn't know that. When I watched it back, I said, damn, she called me a bitch. I would have, nigga, got fired immediately.
Yeah, and I'm glad
That's
because
not
Let's
what
not
we
do that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I would have got fired, gang. You get what I'm saying? So I'm glad I didn't hear it. I was too focused on calling my mama some shit some bitches can't do. But you know what I'm saying? That's where it started from. You feel me? But yeah, and then you know the Cardi shit. But yeah, we gonna bring the watch is still here. It's not broken.
Yeah.
Nigga, it's 2 buttons underneath. Button here. Button here. You pull that bitch apart and it comes right
Yeah.
off. Button here. It comes off. You feel me? That's how you clean this. Switch it to a leather band.
Do the
That's what
band
you wanna
size still
do.
get like?
But
like,
I'm
is it get,
wearing
like-
my shit too fucking tight. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my shit too tight.
Yeah.
That's really why.
And that was like, yeah, and that
Wearing
was
my
like
shit
my
tight.
actual question, right?
Yeah, I'm wearing my shit too tight.
Is it
It's
like
like
the
one
band
band.
size kind of like one
'Cause
size
this
fit
one-
all, or
this
you have
one
to?
moves freely.
You change it.
Now you
Okay.
change them. That's why it comes
Okay,
off so
gotcha.
easily too.
Okay, gotcha.
This one moves freely, and I got this one a lot tighter. You
Okay,
feel me?
gotcha.
This one don't move.
Mhm.
So that's why, nigga, I'm doing all of this yelling and popping, and that bitch come off.
Can I
But
fit
they don't
on
like
a
me, so
cardigan?
I'm never gonna be
The
able
thing
to.
that was upsetting about it to me was just how much I know Sharp.
Yeah, of
appreciated
course.
it.
Oh, no,
heard-
that was a birthday
I
I
heard
party.
the whole
already
stream
know.
about it, right?
I'm like, nigga, they're never gonna let
A
me
3-hour
live this
stream.
down, nigga.
Oh, they made
Never.
you content because of that?
Of course.
No, like
And I'm
think
like,
of,
nigga, my bracelet coming off because I'm getting
Yeah.
heated. I'm clapping and my watches is hitting each other
Yeah.
and shit. Nigga, they come off.
People, listen, people care about you because like my video on it did like 100,000 in 12 hours. So
I
people
knew that
want to
wasn't
see
gonna
you
let
lose.
me. Of course, I knew. As soon as that shit happened, I'm like, yeah, they're not gonna let me live it down. But hey, it's regular. I know I'm an easy person to hate. I'm real opinionated. I'm loud. You feel me? I'm ready to debate with whoever. That's an easy nigga to hate. You feel me? So it don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? I'm real opinionated. It's real easy not to like somebody when you hear their opinions every day and you can disagree or agree with them. You know what I'm saying?
No, hey, okay, but then afterwards, you know, so after the whole, you know, like back and forth, I was told, I think Mikey told me, like y'all actually talked afterwards and y'all was good.
Yeah, she apologized to everybody in here, but then she went home and everything motherfuckers posted. Look, I didn't post nothing about that shit. I could have posted me grilling her on Instagram. I could have posted all that shit. I didn't post no clips. She go home reposting everything that people posting about me.
Yeah, but
It's
you
only-
clip her for that though, right? She getting tagged, right?
Took
No, but
advantage of the
I'm not
moment.
gonna- People, you don't think people tagging me and roasting her?
Sure.
Do go to my Instagram story. You see none of that.
Sure, okay.
She just took
Because
advantage
that's
of the moment, man.
when you're working here, you have courtesy of that. When me and Lush got into it, did you see that Lush video on my Instagram?
No, it took
No.
months for that to come out.
No, I didn't.
What happened to your left?
Me and Lush fault.
We got
No,
down.
I never
unfortunately.
posted it.
Oh, I saw that
never-
recently.
Yeah, I never posted.
That's
I'm
an old
not,
clip,
I'm not a
though.
weirdo. I
That's
don't
like a year old.
I'm not no internet ass nigga. Just because I do internet shit
Yeah.
every day, I'm not an internet nigga. I didn't want that out. Like that was just supposed to be something between me and us and the people we know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like nigga, when that shit came out, I'm just saying all that to say, if I get into it with my coworkers, I'm not gonna go home and post about it all on
This nigga getting a
Instagram.
lot of fights, man.
It's regular. I'm opinionated. I'm opinionated, bro.
He's in the streets.
And I'm ready to argue down about my argument. A lot of people play with me. I'm sure you got the light skin shit growing up.
Right.
That's what breeds shit like
I
this.
still get it.
That's what breeds shit like this.
Right,
Going up,
right.
niggas think they could pick on you. Niggas think you a buster. Niggas think you soft. Niggas think you come from this great, amazing home because I know both my parents. Whoop-de-doo. I'm glad I know both my parents. You can't shit on me because I know both
She
my
was
parents.
saying, wasn't she
what
saying you
the
were
fuck?
raised by your mom when we did do a 4-hour interview with your
My
dad?
dad. Like, she don't know nothing about me but other shit she hears from rumors. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't even debate with me down. There's a lot of points she could have took, but she don't know them enough.
Honestly, this is like wrong for me to say because I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna say it anyway because we're on No Jumper. Watching the video, it looked like the sexual tension was thick enough to cut a butter knife with. You feel me? That's what I caught a vibe
I hate when people say that
I wanna see what
because
she look
how
like.
many times have y'all seen me debate with people?
all the
I
time.
don't give a
You don't want to
fuck.
fuck all of them. She just happens to be a woman.
Yeah, like I don't give a fuck about no sexuality, nigga. I don't give a fuck if you a child, a man, lady. If you have a point that I strongly disagree with, it's going to go to that. How many times have we seen me go to that point
A
with
lot.
damn near everyone in here, with Adam, Flacco, and you?
And nobody was like, "Oh, he wants to fuck."
You want
Lush.
to fuck him? The sexual tension is cut it in the air. Like that's a terrible
It's-
point.
A guy
No, no,
arguing
no,
with
hold
a
on,
girl
but
is
it's-
always gonna
And
kind of
I'm
be
not a
like
kid.
that, right?
I'm not a kid. That's not how I'm gonna go about me wanting to fuck you. I'm
It's
just gonna fuck you. I'm
This
not
isn't
gonna bully
kindergarten.
you and push you and be like,
a two-way street.
pull your hair. Like I'm a grown ass man. We don't. That's kid shit, bro. Where you want to fight her and
is.
argue with her because you want to fuck.
Are
Children
those
do that.
comments under like the No Jumper post about it or what?
Yeah, she was talking crazy under the
Alright.
post.
So
I
Josh can put
commented.
on screen.
But this not the whole. This is just a portion of it. They didn't get the whole shit.
Okay.
There would be no reply if she didn't say something.
I want to see y'all squash it. No
We
cap.
gotta find a way.
Is it
It would
one
have
of-
already been squashed if she didn't go home antagonizing everything
Yeah,
on
look
the
into the
internet.
post,
You
Josh.
get what I'm saying?
I do.
You feel me? Like nigga, when you are working here as a coworker, gang,
Okay.
whatever happened here, you leave it here.
Do you follow Jalise and Sus from this account?
Going up, huh?
We
She
need-
might not be as familiar with that though, sus. You
Clearly, I
feel
don't
me?
give a
need
Like,
to
fuck,
follow-
bro.
oh, yeah,
Give
here.
These bitches no pass, funky ass bitch.
Because yeah,
41 replies is crazy.
show the screen.
Chandler, you got some.
Jalise commented on this post. Almighty's watch had a timer. That's it. That's all. And
She's
then-
antagonizing shit.
Okay, yeah, she
Yeah.
wants to smoke.
You get what I'm saying? So you asking for it. This is what I'm saying.
No,
People
we
look at
could
me like
just-
I'm the problem.
Just click like view.
but people be
View
antagonizing.
replies, Josh.
I mean, it looks like she's a girl, so you want to give her the credit of like she's
all
a girl, but then at the end of the day,
fuck?
you got to remember she is a demon.
You won't get these bitches no pass.
Hey,
Nigga,
El
she
Nino
be on the internet
comment.
talking about everybody. We don't get these bitches no passes. What the fuck is we talking about? And even if she wasn't.
Yeah, show me
we don't
replies.
get these bitches. No, I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck if it was a teenager up here or an old ass man. I don't.
Yeah.
My smoke is for everyone.
And you-
Tall niggas.
you
little
responded
niggas,
to her-
buff niggas. However I feel.
You don't
And another thing
discriminate.
I want to say. I don't like how people always say, "Well, suspect change how he feel about whoop whoop." No, nigga, I don't know 600. I don't have I don't dislike him. I don't like him. I don't have no because I don't know him. But nigga, when he got up here,
They said something about us?
no, that's what they're gonna say. Is he was nice as fuck when 600 came around. I don't know if y'all do that. Every nigga who come up here, like with DW Flame or any man, they be like, he not about to argue with that nigga. He ain't said nothing that I strongly disagree with. You get what I'm saying? But when he got up here, I said, nigga, I feel like niggas be doing police shit. I don't pick and
He
choose.
said what he said. He ain't picking choose.
I don't pick and I hate when people say that. He be picking and choosing. He only argue with bitches or white boys. And, man, that's just the people that y'all see me strongly disagree with.
He
Nigga,
tried
I
me.
didn't have a fist fight with my pops on the porch. I disagree with people. This is what we do.
And who want to fight?
He whooped me.
Yeah.
But this was like, I was a teenager though.
No,
I would
Somebody
not.
who's
I was like 17.
If I like, it didn't go well when I fought Sus, but if I had the choice,
I was a
no
kid.
offense to
I wouldn't be
fight
mad
either
at
you
that.
or your dad.
I didn't see
I'm for
every
sure
fight I didn't
fighting
see
you,
with him.
like-
It didn't last more than 2
What was y'all
seconds.
fighting?
Yeah.
Who, me and him? Because he called me a snitch.
we
gotta fight.
Why you call him snitch?
I was mad.
He was mad.
Oh, you just still talking
Yeah,
about
yeah. I was
So I
mad.
was- and
He did it
this
over
is
the phone, too.
This is
Yeah.
a family friend.
So it wasn't no
Yeah.
questionable snitching going on.
No.
Okay.
I was just saying whatever I knew was going to bother him.
He knows it's gonna make me mad.
Yeah.
But this is, I've known this man since I was like fucking 10.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? He's been a family friend for a long time.
Yeah.
So I tell niggas all the time, bro, if I don't know you, you're not just getting no fade. I'm gonna hit you with some shit that's way worse than that.
Exactly. It wasn't going.
That's you get the courtesy of that when we're friendly. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? If a nigga just randomly walk, I hate when niggas do that. Like, we in 10th grade. Like, you supposed to nigga call you out on the internet. Bitch ass nigga, I need a fade. All right, meet me at the mall. 3:30, nigga, I'ma be there. Fuck no. Nigga,
3
you know what I'm
o'clock
saying?
after
Only
school,
niggas that you fuck with get
behind the
that courtesy.
bleachers.
Meet me at the
Right.
mall, bring your burner.
Right, nigga,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
nigga.
pulling
I'll
up
call
and
the
doing
police to
nothing
arrest
with
you when
you.
you get
See you when
there.
I see you.
Because niggas don't realize how quick a fight can go to death. So nigga, whenever I see you, it just needs to go to that. I'm not about to
Right.
meet you like as high school, but if I fuck with you and you my boy and it just needs to go there because the level of disrespect has been had, we can do that and be cool after.
Bro, we
I
fought
never-
to continue our friendship.
I mean, literally. And
We literally-
I never posted that video. I never wanted that shit to be out. When they posted it, I didn't go home and antagonize it. I didn't do none of that because that's weird. You
How'd the
get what
video
I'm
get
saying?
leaked? Who put it up?
Somebody
Lush
around
did.
this
I did.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Nah, Lush didn't put it out.
Yeah, I put it
He
out.
didn't want it
Lush
out.
for sure
Make
put it
that
out.
make
No,
sense.
it just appeared on the most random Instagram account
Look,
ever.
it was somebody who work here and used to, or don't know more.
Type beat.
You
Yeah,
feel me?
I think I
Because
know
the
who it
only
was
people
actually.
who saw it was a very few. Because there was way more videos than that.
Yeah,
And it
that's
was
not
a
the
very
only
small-
video.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
But
Nah,
we-
somebody
The
here.
full video didn't come out, right?
We watched
that
it
one punch.
from Brick's phone.
Just a
that
final,
small, yeah,
just a
it-
death blow.
It came from somebody. You
No.
get what I'm saying?
No,
But
here,
nah,
but
bro.
free
I'm
Brick,
just
man.
saying that to like when
No,
I get in.
here's why
I don't go home with it.
No, here's why I think it's Lush, right? Because we all, again, no, because we all had like a press conference here and watched it from Brick's phone. Brick ain't sending it to no meme page, right? So to me, Lush been asking for like that footage to come out. So I think Lush finally just said,
Look,
Hold on a
first
second.
Lush wanted to get it to come out to get ahead of it because he felt like it was gonna come out. Then he contacted me, and I said,
Man,
I
he
would
would've caught,
prefer.
man.
I said I prefer that it
Lush
don't.
probably realizing that all publicity is good publicity.
yeah.
Yeah, but let homie cook though,
Yeah,
because
and he hit me and I said, I prefer that it don't, bro. I'm like, I don't want that shit out. You feel me?
This
I'm
is
like,
the truth.
I don't feel like that's a good look for either of us. You feel me? I'm fighting you and then you losing. It don't look good for either of us. So I'm like, this don't need to be out. It just needed to happen. You get
nah,
what I'm saying?
because Smack was over there talking about I got the footage and I'm
Yeah, so
exposed.
he hit me
Yeah.
like I want to get ahead
So-
of it. So he hit me and I was like, yeah, I don't really think so.
I-
Y'all be
I
having
hit
a
up
lot
bro
of
and
little
was like,
beefs,
what do you-
man.
yeah, for
I
sure.
I said, bro, what do you think
I ain't gonna
about?
act like I don't. I do. I tell niggas I beef with the world. But it don't be me all the time, bro. Like in a lot of my beefs, it don't be me. But I can always take up for when I was younger, I definitely used to fuck up a lot of relationships.
I can understand it because I would have a lot more beefs if I acknowledge them as beefs. So I get what you're saying. You just ain't letting it go.
Yeah, and I'm that type of nigga too. Something has to happen
Right.
before this to be let go, or we gotta have even when I say something, it could be a conversation, it could be past the conversation, but something. You get what I'm saying? Like that's just me, bro. And I lay my head at night like, nigga, if something don't happen, I feel like a bitch. Something gotta happen. As men, we don't always gotta be the violence, but something, a discussion, a discourse, and we could still walk away disagreeing, but something gotta happen.
Yeah,
For sure.
You get what I'm saying?
that's true.
Let's run through the donations before we get into a couple more topics. Shout out to everybody who's been treating us nicely. You can full screen that.
Super chat gang or don't bang.
Yeah, shout out to everybody hitting us with the super chats. We really appreciate it. Let me blast through these with incredible strength and dexterity.
It's
All right, here we go.
5 and up or the entire thing?
5 and up. Unless the $2 ones really catch my eye. I'm just going to be running through these real quick.
Sure.
All right. Suspects Watch sent $5. Said, sorry we were late. Hope y'all understand. AJ Williams, $5 said, Sus, if those watches were real, you would not be working for No Jumper. Let's keep it a stack.
Why do you think that?
Damn, that's fucked up. This is a royal establishment.
Fact, this is excellent promotion. They pay me damn well.
Yeah, you can wear any level of jewelry is accepted here. Awesome Austin sent $5. Said, talk about Brig Baby's sealed indictment in Jersey.
Doesn't exist.
I don't know anything about that at this time.
It does exist.
Oh shit.
What you mean?
I mean, it's actually listed in the first criminal complaint with the big RICO. They give you the case number, so you can search the case number and all that.
What does it specifically say?
Jesus
It's
Christ.
sealed.
It's sealed. So
Oh no, that was like the like
Them niggas,
his
man.
gun case that was still. Remember, like
that's
we got
what I
the
was thinking,
Yeah.
yeah, we matched up like the numbers.
There's no, and I've talked to the homies in Jersey too, because I'm, surfs my dog, Free the Wave. I've heard nothing about Brick being connected to that.
Well, they wouldn't know. It's sealed.
yeah.
I didn't know there was another sealed
Hopefully
indictment.
there's no truth to that. Yeah, we'll see.
Man,
Bricks,
Freedom Boys.
Bricks, not to be confused with Bricks Baby, said Big Flock won't buy coochie, but might have bought her a flight. / we staring at him trying to figure out how he got in them tights.
Oh, is that a bar? Is he rapping
I
too?
think
He's
is
rapping.
Yeah,
What the fuck, Flock?
that was pretty good
Hey, man,
actually.
shut up, man.
Toxic Media said, wow, Big U is really IRL Debo and 600 is Craig. Also, Lush equals Ezel. Free everyone, man, especially Brick and Loose. I haven't seen
nigga said Lush
Friday in long
Ezel,
enough. I
that's
can't
crazy.
remember who Ezel is.
I don't kill, but I steal. What do you say? I
North Face
kill,
said,
I
Adam, you
kill.
should have Rich Trapper on a pod or interview him. I am open to that. I definitely do not think that Flacco wants to be on camera with him, but
Is that Rich Trapper on an alias?
I have a combo with Rich Trapper. I don't give a fuck. Convo with Upstate said Flacco a BITCH. That's the
That was
most
amazing.
clever way
Yes.
I've ever
I
seen
ain't gonna lie,
that.
that was amazing.
No disrespect to Flacco,
Yeah,
but that was
that
fucking
was
funny.
disagree,
Dude.
but-
Like,
I ain't
That's
never
pretty
seen a
funny.
nigga do
that's
that.
very,
That was
very,
amazing.
very creative.
Live from the deck sent $10 said, what is 600's goal for convincing street ninjas that he is police?
Great question.
Are we answering or are we just going
Yeah.
by?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not really trying to convince street ninjas that. I'm just convincing, producers that I'm a good actor. So, I mean, if street people want to react to it, that means I got a good following from the streets.
There it is. Lil Cum Guzzler sent $5, said, Flacco, let me sniff that neck, my brother. All Diddy. We just don't suck one cock emoji. We suck the block. We don't just suck one cock. We suck the block. Word is bond on 5-5.
You niggas, yeah.
Yeah.
Pause.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Sniff that neck is fucking
Bro,
diabolical.
what the fuck? Trap
smells
News now.
great.
Oh, Rich Trapper again. Don't let Flacco distract you from the question. 600 should be in the indictment for obstruction of justice and aiding a fugitive. Why isn't he?
It's an interesting point.
Don't even wait. Well, in fact, yeah, we're not even giving that bitch ass nigga
It's
any
an interesting
attention.
point.
I don't know. Below 44 said Flacco is still on staff because Adam gets a 40% tax credit on his wages for hiring disabled people. I hate y'all. Fuck that. FBI Agent 4 said, Adam, please stop texting my coworkers and start asking 400 some questions. Damn it.
Yeah, remember
Who
when
400?
600.
that was that account was funnier before.
That was fun. All right. Monetized.guide said, Luce really thought Whack 100 was his friend. Mine fucked him into a RICO. Now he got inmates looking at him like a Subway cookie, soft and sweet.
No, we gotta clear that up. Luce talked himself. Wack didn't say that. Wack didn't know what Luce was going to talk about.
Yeah.
Wack gave him opportunity to speak whatever truth, whatever story he had to speak.
No, facts. And then Spare Peso, I got a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. I've been boxing for 7 years. I'll throw the fade 1v1 with anyone. I weigh 215 right now. Okay. We don't want the smoke. Spare Pesos. 304 Smacker said, instead of letting Flacco ruin the content, you should have let Trapper continue questioning 600. He was asking real questions and Flacco was too emotional.
He's a bitch, man.
Oh, okay. The Stop. Shout out my boy Danny from The Stop. Mine wasn't really extortion, in quotes. LOL, you was extorting.
He talked about like 600 say 10 years ago.
Listen, a lot of different levels to this extortion shit.
He said he's
Mm.
done his Dougie.
Okay, we almost through these. Travis Tillard said, Adam, appreciate what you did for BMX back in the day. Aaron Ross and Mike Aiken era was insane. That is a fact. Shout out to Mike Aiken. He actually had a couple clips in this new video that Elf put out. So Mike Aiken's still out there doing his thing. Appreciate that, Dono. Eat Up or Down said 600 happy Big U gone. That's why he's on the live. He feels so safe now. He never been live.
I've been going live for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah,
called him
that's
a rap.
actually not
I got to
true.
call that in
I
the
think they
question.
meet up here.
Well, Adam don't call me to a show.
Shit, we had him on like a year ago. He back now. Shit, we might.
I know.
600 was on Lush World with Crip Mac.
There you go.
Yeah.
Free all the Crips. Spare Peso again said, breaking news, Bam Margera will appear in Tony Hawk Pro Skater Remake 3 and 4. Yes,
that
I
nigga,
saw
hey,
that. That's
Spare
crazy.
Peso, boy, you gotta drink some water. Get off. Stop smoking. Get
That's
off
my
the shit.
boy.
Is he going to be
He's the
on like?
greatest rapper all time, but he gotta chill.
Tony Hawk going hard for Bam Margera is very unexpected, though.
Yeah, I'm wondering like if that's gonna somehow motivate Bam to get it together.
Yeah, I guess he must have it together at least a little bit because it feels like everybody's fucking with him all of a sudden. I don't know. Eat up or down. Wack and Luce snitched on Big U with the Nipsey thing. Number one, the FaceTime call, and they talked to Eric Holder and exposed things. Rats.
No, Wack never spoke to Eric Holder, and Wack never didn't know nothing about that FaceTime call that Luce brought to the table. We was all surprised that he brought it to the table. Wack didn't know nothing about that.
And then Dragon Knight Crip said 600 got a braid for every ninja emoji he locked up. That's pretty funny. C Hustle said Wack's lawyer probably already talked to the feds on his behalf. Yeah, that's how most people would probably handle the situation if they were smart enough to have a lawyer to be able to handle it. Gerald Broflowski said, suspect said, watch how I get at you on camera. LOL. I fuck with you though, sus. He fucks with you too. Yo, this is dope. Carry more gifted 5 No Jumper memberships. We are going to be announcing some new benefits for our memberships in the near future, but we definitely appreciate people gifting because that normally has been kind of a Twitch thing. So that's actually really dope to see him doing that. We appreciate that for real.
What does that do exactly?
It's basically like they're paying the equivalent of those people becoming a member, which is $5 a month, but then it's like they're gifting it to people in the chat. So it like kind of allows the people in the chat who aren't paying to get the access to the emojis and all the other stuff that the members get, which is pretty cool.
Pick like 5 random people.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
it
shows
fire.
it in the chat. It says this person turned this person over, this person.
that's
etc. I'm just used to it from Twitch. I didn't even know you could do that on YouTube.
What tier of membership would unlock the nude pictures of Flacco?
I think that's all available for the $5 tier. Yeah, for sure.
I figured.
Wow.
These bitch ass niggas rapping about my what, bitch?
Ask 600 why his car/truck was in the parking lot when Nib got unalived.
Is that true?
False.
That sounds fake. Bricks said Flacco wearing tights. Next I'll have a blouse on. Suss's watches went both ways. That's a house phone. Okay.
Niggas up here watching, rapping about my what?
This fool really out here rapping.
You.
The dude last night said something about we gonna make time fly like Suss watch. That was pretty funny too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll with those because everybody's still talking about Ace Hood's watch falling apart on the red carpet all these years later, you know?
And he couldn't put his shit back together immediately.
He was like,
he had to, and he put it in his pocket. No, my shit just.
I feel like a watch falling apart doesn't make it more likely to be fake, right?
They're people don't realize how delicate watches are because they don't have any. They're delicate as fuck, bro. You got to get them clean. People say you can dip them in water. You can, but they're water resistant, not water like proof. Like, you get what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit that niggas don't know about having watches and they just be talking.
For sure. Monetize.God said, shout out to Wack 100, single-handedly taking out Main Street Mafia and Rolling Six Crips leaders. CS2 back. Make sure paperwork says Wack 100 this time. Laughing emoji. You got off. You ate. Big RVA says Sus is the pettiest on YouTube. That is possible.
Hey, it's a possibility,
I thought I said prettiest for a second.
Oh shit.
Hey,
Pretty is crazy. Big Flacco want to keep breaking jail so he could take his job. SMH, you know Flacco lying when he starts to stutter. Remove Flacco, please, Adam, please. I disagree with this notion.
Remove is crazy.
Quay said 600, all that, it's content. Okay, cool. That just makes you a content rat, a new breed of rats on the loose bars. And he spelled loose like loose cannon, just for the record. Yo, big shout out to Diamond Dealers 777 sent $100 said free break. You've been through enough already. Yo, fuck with you. Thank you so much. Ace Vane sent $20. His channel's fire. Check him out. He's the one who did the animation of you that one time, remember?
That's my guy, man.
Nah, fuck all the Fed cases. Fuck the RICO. Fuck the beef, bro. Really had y'all thinking he's 32 when he looked like he paid off a Chrysler in 06. That's diabolical.
Hey, that's the best comment of the day. That nigga funny as fuck.
And then Con said, whatever 600 sells, I ain't copping. Suspect watch flew like it had developing options. Yo, another bar. I keep forgetting.
Hey, you see the rhyme scheme sells, I ain't copping. Developing options.
Fuck you niggas.
Bars.
That's what he's doing, bro.
He flipping syllables, gang.
Pimp Toby said Toby Montana album dropping tomorrow.
Shouts to Pimp Toby. B-Town in the building. Real
Shout
Berkeley
out.
shit. Come on.
Pimp
Yeah,
Toby.
Shout out Toby. I fuck with Toby.
And then Spare Peso says send the verse, Almighty.
Spin sound, dog. Spin sound.
Spare Peso making his name known out here.
Spare Peso, the next super chat, we're telling the story, bro.
Yeah, you keep fucking playing. You keep
you're
talking
the-
about send the verse, bitch ass nigga. We gonna talk about what happened in the studio.
I'm gonna go. Y'all pick a new topic. I'll be back in 1 second. I just gotta take a piss.
That will go extremely viral.
He's trying
Spare
to get
Peso,
songs
the
with you.
greatest rapper that ever touched the mic.
What's the problem? He's trying to get songs with you.
Nah, he already did. Look, so
Oh, you know him?
Okay, so
We about to give. Well, okay.
we're gonna hold off on this for now.
this person somebody
I'm
that's
spare you,
notable.
spare Peso.
Yeah, no, it's notable for the fact that there's a lot of super chats and conversation that is he's injected into himself in the No Jumper
okay,
lore.
Yeah, did tell us
He
that.
sure has.
Well, okay, so I mean, I want to stall him out because he's a good dude, but next time
Yes.
the story
I will, man.
Well, was he in the studio with you?
Yes. It was me.
he did look.
Okay, with you.
So it's not me. I'm not just out here scamming niggas. No, he pulled up into some bullshit.
Yeah, that's the part
He-
I don't like.
He
Is
trying to rob y'all?
Nigga, please.
no, I don't like.
When I hear bullshit, I'm up
Nah,
thinking like
we
nothing
do
like that.
look.
That's
We
like
do
a nigga
good
out here,
business.
man. Man, look, bro.
We do good business over here, and when
I'm
people
not saying I'm untouchable, but on my mama, we
oh,
doing
he
good
didn't have the
business.
money.
no, he did. Look, okay,
That's not what happened. None of that. None
fuck
of that.
it, fuck it. Here, all right. So
Like a cocky type nigga too. I seen him with the little chain.
yeah, so bro popped up in the music stream, and we were reviewing his music, and we were like, okay, we saw he did like 3 or 4 donations in a row, spent like a G-ball. We're like, all right, bro's raw. You feel me? Like we fucking with it.
And I'm gassing him up every time.
Yeah, Sus is Sus. He's the you feel me the play whatever. He's like, okay, we gonna work together. He wound up buying a verse from me. You feel me?
He hit me. I think he hit me first. He hit me and was like, how much for the verse? I told him. He paid it. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Then he hit this nigga. Same thing.
I do the verse. You feel me? Send it back. Cool, done.
And
You feel me?
How much is your verse?
I did it for a G, which is
Okay.
less than usual, but you feel
Okay.
me? Like,
Man, bro, let's took like $200.
Got him fucked up.
why would I have taken $20? Why?
No, huh?
What, I would have taken $20.
No, 200. I said. Like
Why
you
would I-
retired. Like you don't. Like you.
Yeah, but it's still like effort. Like, nah.
Bro,
nah.
you got finesse, my nigga. You G.
That is not, bro.
I heard 1,000.
Hey,
That nigga.
hey, hold on a second. Hold the yeah, you got me fucked up, bro.
For lunch at 800 a month, what I usually get. Oh, nah. Oh, we gotta live.
Bro.
Got you fucked up.
Yeah, no, that is not true. That's a
Lunch
light
is
price.
retired, bro. Again,
That is a
lunch
light.
prime.
That is a light price
Got you fucked
for
up.
one of my. That's light.
Yo,
I did it for a G.
Do it
Bro,
for promotion.
Wow.
Yeah.
how do you feel about
No, I
one
did
of your
this.
fans
Yeah, with promotion.
paying Lush 1,000 for a verse?
What's wrong with that?
Hey, man.
He's earned it. He deserves
Yeah.
it, right?
You feel me?
I'd be happy for anybody.
Hey,
who's getting
man.
that.
No.
Look,
How are you gonna down his price? You trying to?
Yeah, yeah, you're.
I'm
That's
saying
fucked
it.
up.
And I'm not even putting.
for it.
And no, I wouldn't have. And now, and I'm not even putting you on blast for all the fucking you like. You said, oh, he's running finesse moves. Like you really do finesse moves, and I'm not putting you on blast. And then you
Listen.
try to downplay my price for a
Listen.
feature like I'm a nobody,
You in your
like
prime
I'm
taking-
trash.
Listen, no. Again, you're not trash. But
No,
I'm
I
saying,
suck. Apparently, I don't
you
deserve
in
a
your
G
prime
for a
of-
verse.
No, again, bro. You in your prime of rapping was charged like what 1,500, right? To like 2,000.
1,500, 2,500. Yeah.
So you in your prime was charging 1,500, and he got a G 10 years later. Oh, come
Look,
on.
his prime is right now.
Yeah, as far as like being notoriety,
nah.
I feel like a feature for me will
his
do more
fame
for you
prime
now
is
than
probably
ever.
right now the only
yeah,
the closest he had.
If
when
I
he was
look
with
through
Drake.
somebody's
Yeah.
track list and I saw featuring Lush on one of the songs, guess what? I'm gonna listen to that one.
Yeah.
You
There
have
you
13
go.
million views at some point. Like
Yeah,
that.
17 million.
Lush, you
Yeah,
know,
that's your
similar
prime.
to
Not
package.
now.
Nah.
It's all
You
about
got him
promotion.
so
That
fucked
was the
up.
first thing I asked. I said they go
Yeah.
promotion.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah.
You
let's
got
just say
Lush
like
fucked
me,
up.
or
Wait,
even
and
now.
He gave
How
him a
much you
deal.
charge?
Look,
He gave him a deal.
How much you charge,
He
man?
gave him a deal. Look, 1,500.
That's like we get a brand deal and you're like, oh, y'all took $2
Nah, but
grand for
look,
that. Y'all
later
should have
though,
paid
look.
500.
You gotta let me finish. You gotta
Yeah,
let
we
us
need to get to
finish.
the
You gotta let us
story.
finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Story.
So I do the verse or whatever. Then he's like, what's up with Sus? I was like, he'll do the verse. Just holler at him again. He hollers at Sus. You feel me? Now the floor is yours, sir.
Okay, so boom, bro. So he hit me from my perspective, bro. You feel me? I only know him from the music stream,
Yeah.
X, Y, and Z. You feel me? Boom. So he hit me. You feel me? To do the verse. You feel me? I ain't gonna act like I wasn't gonna take my sweet ass time. I was. But anyways, you feel me? I'm coming to work one day, nigga. It's a nigga. I'm pulling up, bumping how I usually do. Niggas usually hear me when I get here. I pull up. It's a nigga in the driveway, nigga, with a cowboy hat on and some cowboy boots, nigga, like jamming to my music that I'm pulling up. The nigga in the parking lot, to the music that I'm playing in the car. You get what I'm saying? Like, he hear the shit I'm playing in the car, and he like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, who's this weird ass nigga? I ain't gonna lie, you feel me? I grab a wop, you know what I'm saying? Look, you feel me, from under the nigga, and I hop out the car, I'm like, who is this nigga? But by the time I get out the car, he's already starting to walk off to go to the front. I come in through the side, you feel me? I'm not knowing he's by himself. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this weird ass nigga is, but he walks off. I come in to the side, he's right there in the booth, nigga, with Lush and all these niggas. I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga? I still don't know who this nigga is yet. You feel me? So I'm just going on about my day. The first thing I hear him say is, I knew that was us. I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga? You feel me?
And then I tell you, right?
Later, though.
Yeah.
We do the news episode, boom, we get out, we go in the lobby. I'm like, he pulls me aside. Somebody's like, you know that's spare person, right? I'm like, the nigga that just sent me the nigga the money for the verse. I'm like, man, you weird ass niggas, bro. Why the fuck y'all don't tell me these things, bro? Y'all gotta tell me when they give me money. He just in this motherfucker, man. Tell me. You feel me? So anyways, it gets better. I told you. It gets better. You feel me? So now I'm like, he know Lush. Fuck. Now I gotta do it fast. You feel me? Usually I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna set a date like next week and I'm gonna do it. You know, Lush, she's in here. I don't know if he
So you was trying to work him.
No, not work him. I'm just gonna do it on my time. I'm not gonna act like I'm rushing. I'll set a date, you feel me? But like, all right, I booked the studio session, like, I'll set it like a week, you feel me? And I'll do it, you feel me? But I'm not like rushing, you get what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do it, you feel me? So boom, I see him in here with this nigga, and he tell me they got the same, you feel me, manager or some shit. So I'm like, this nigga know my man's fine. Now I gotta do it fast. Cause this nigga gonna be around cause he's here. You feel me? So I'm like, this nigga, all right, whatever, bro. I'm gonna do it fast. So boom, I hit the nigga like, all right, bro. You wanna, I hit him and I say, I got a proposition. You feel me? Let's do a music video or whatever. You feel me? And let's put up to the studio. And we could just shoot a video to the song that we doing right now. Let's do a video. You feel me? So he say, all right, cool. I'm gonna pull up with the money. I didn't make him send me no more bread or nothing. You feel me? We're gonna meet at the studio. He gonna pay me to do a music video. I'm gonna provide the studio. I'm gonna provide the engineer, and I'm providing the
one hell of a deal,
man.
One hell of a deal, brother.
When he gets there, all he has to do is fucking smile and pose for the fucking camera. He has to do
How much
nothing.
was the video?
He has to do nothing. Nigga, this is a unanimous price. Come get at me. You feel me, nigga? If you need the video, the studio, all that, I'll get you right. No cap.
For $2,500.
I didn't put no price on it, and it was more than that.
Okay.
Nigga. But anyways, you feel me? So boom, we get to the studio, right? He won the first thing. He's like 2 hours late. This is the first thing. You know
2
that
hours?
shit? Nigga.
He's like Michael Jackson coming to the
The
street.
nigga like an hour and a half, 2 hours late.
Yeah.
And you know studio time cost. I'm paying for all that shit, nigga. Because you ain't gave me no money yet besides for the verse. I already spent that. That was like 2 weeks ago. You feel me? So boom, I come out my pocket to make sure the cameraman come, pay him, and I pay the studio man. You're 2 hours late. Now I gotta drop some more money. Eventually, the nigga pulls up, right? He pull up, you feel me? Boom.
On a horse.
Damn near. The nigga pull up, bro. He come in, you feel me? Boom. We chopping it up, X, Y, and Z, blase, blase, blase. We finna do the shit, right? So boom. Slowly but surely, the studio session just start getting weirder and weirder, nigga. Like, you feel me? So he says he about to do the acapella, right? We say you could just play the song. The nigga just breaks out into a full-blown scream. Fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. In the middle of a quiet-ass studio just like that. He say, I'm finna rap right now. And just start screaming, top of his lungs.
That was his
You didn't
verse?
tell me this part of the story.
Nigga, I didn't tell a lot of it. I'm not even gonna bleed the whole part because it gets worse.
This is awesome.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. This shit, it's
I
on.
should have seen
Look,
that was coming. He was outside dancing
it's
with
on
cowboy
tape
boots
some.
and
I
shit on.
know it's on tape somewhere too because this is at KB Studio and they be streaming.
Yeah.
So it's on footage somewhere, and the footage is gonna drop for any nigga who think I'm lying. The footage is gonna drop. I need to call KB and see what's up with the footage. It's going to drop because they were streaming it.
So what did y'all do when he starts had the little Tourette's
Nigga,
outburst?
We just, I mean, like, what we supposed to do to him? Like, hey, weird ass nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? He rapping, like, so I'm just thinking this nigga just a little weird. You feel me? So anyway, boom. We're like, all right, bro. So you ready? But then, so right, he get in there. I think the nigga pull out some money or something. I don't know. He pull out some money or some shit, and I'm like, I got another proposition for you, brother, man. All right, look, let's do an EP. Right now, nigga. We could do the EP. Remember, he hasn't gave me no money, so it's not like I got his money and I'm just holding it hostage for more shit. That's not what I'm doing.
Yeah.
He has his money.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just talking. It ain't my fault if I can talk you into giving me some money.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Well, no, because first you said that he had to pay the engineer and the other people that needed money, so you sent him to the bank, right? And then he came back and he had more money.
No. It wasn't the engineer or that because I already handled that.
Okay.
I sent him to the bank because he said he didn't have enough for what I needed from him.
Okay.
Because I said I need you to send me the shit so we can, because nigga we have to do the video. That's what we're getting here for. You paid me for you supposed to pay me for the video. The cameraman's here.
Yeah.
I need my
you gotta
back
get
end.
that out the way.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because
Yeah.
if not, I'm not about to wait until we done for everything. I don't got Zelle. All I got is Apple Pay, Chime, Venmo. You feel me? So what you want to do? He says he don't got that. He got to go to the bank. So that's the first time he goes to the bank. Boom. Nigga go to the bank. Then he come back. He gave me that. Boom. I see he got more money. I just see he come to the bank. I'm like, nigga, we might as well just do an EP because we right here, nigga. 3 songs. We can knock that out. 3 songs. And I'll add another video in. Nigga, and I'm still not charging you. I'm charging you under 5,000. I'm charging you like 35.
Okay.
I'm charging you like
So what's
35,
the EP,
4,000.
6 songs?
3.
Okay.
I charge him like 4 bands, 45.
It's a maxi single.
Something like that. You feel
Yeah.
me? 3 songs, nigga, and 2 videos. This is a deal right now. You feel me?
Okay.
No cap. Nigga, deluxe deal. Deluxe deal from Almighty himself.
Okay. You get 5 bands, okay.
So boom. You feel me? He say, all right, let's do it. So bam. He pull the money out. Bam, he give it to me, nigga. Nah, I got like 3,500 on me, 4 bands on me right now. Boom. So I'm like, all right, come on. Let's do it right now. Send me some beats. Let's do it. I'm not trying to scam you. We're literally here. The cameraman here. Everybody's here.
Okay.
So boom, nigga. He say, all right, bet. The nigga not sending beats. He's just randomly fucking talking. He don't send another song. And then this nigga just starts sweating profusely. Nigga, to the point where you could see it under his shit. He starts sweating. He says, can he go outside and get some air? Nigga, he's like fumbling through the door. Nigga, to get outside.
And he doesn't
get
have to
air.
rap, mind you. He doesn't
You
have
don't
to do anything.
shit
There's no
for
pressure.
real.
Yeah.
Nigga. So boom, he go outside. Nigga, I guess he get on the phone with his wife. I don't know. He get on the phone. He say he needs some air. I don't fucking know. He come back in. He do that like 3 more times. You feel me? And then he come back and then he sits there and then he's like, I'm like, so bro, come on. Like, you ready to work? He's like, I think I need some food or something, bro. I'm gonna go get some food or something. You guys hungry? I'm like, bro, can we work? He says no. Boom. He leaves to go get some food, right? He called me. I'm down the street. Y'all want some beers?
Beers.
I'm like, all right, whatever. Another 30 minutes go by. He called me. Yeah, you know what, bro? Can we just do it at like a later time? I don't really feel too well. No. We can't do shit. Nigga, it's my money.
Now he's been in the comments tripping on Suspect ever since. So what do you guys think?
So,
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Did-
no,
Nigga,
so that's his fault.
That's his fault.
Did he say keep the money?
I
and
left
let's do
my
it
house.
another day?
I left my house,
Okay. I mean, okay,
nigga.
yeah.
So
and
the suspect
nigga
still owe him a
can't-
verse.
A nigga, no.
Oh, you
If he
never-
says
you
keep
never
the
did
money,
first
bro,
verse?
let's
He
just
didn't
do it
do
another day,
nothing.
and I'll
No.
pay for the session.
Look.
then yeah.
Look. The only thing that I gotta do is send that nigga 12 bars or something and move on.
That's
Download BandLab.
But like
record that shit.
anything, but like you know what I'm saying? Anything else?
For the 3
nigga,
songs, right?
I don't got nothing. No, I'm not doing no fucking 3 songs.
But okay.
Nigga, that's over with. You start sweating.
Yeah.
Nigga, got nervous and shit. So what? I'm supposed to pay the engineer all over again? I'm
Nah,
supposed to pay the
yeah.
cameraman
No,
all
no.
over
He
again?
walked out
No,
the
no.
You
session.
walked
Well,
out
at
the
least get that
session.
one
No, he
verse and
pays
pay
for it, and he says, bro, listen, I'll pay for like the studio session, bro. Let's just come.
No, you gotta pay me again.
I
bro.
fuck with
verse.
Spirit, so I just want to
Because
know
my time is in this verse too. It's not just about the verse, nigga.
Okay.
Niggas know, bro. I got kids. I got a whole life going on.
Yeah.
If Adam got some whole shit going on. They supposed to pay him. He's
Yeah.
already moved his day around to miss out on shit, miss being out with his kid.
Okay.
Time. Your time is valuable, bro. I
Okay.
sat. You was already 2 hours late.
Okay.
And then I sat with you for 3 hours. You rambled, sweated, went outside for 20 minutes each, talking about you needed air. Came back in, left, went to get food, and then disappeared.
what's the likelihood there is.
the fuck?
Hey, what's the likelihood that there's copious amounts of crystal methamphetamine
Man,
coursing
some
through
nigga
his
was acting
veins?
off in that motherfucker the whole time. Nigga, it was weird. It was, and once he left, we all looked at each other and was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, everybody was blown in that bitch. Like, we just was a part of, we thought niggas, the camera's gonna come out. Are we
That nigga's
punked?
tweaking.
Yeah.
We was like, what the fuck just happened?
Spare
And this is-
peso. I just want to say, I don't care if you do meth. I don't care if you scam suspect or acted weird in the studio. We support you and the
We
donations.
do. You're still the greatest
Yes,
rapper of
We
all
don't
time.
want him to go the way of J. Ken.
No, he's still the greatest rapper of all time.
Where's
Still the
Jake?
greatest rapper of all time, and if he still
Who's
wants the
J.K.?
video, he just got to give me some more
J.K.
money and
gave
not
his
be a weirdo.
parents'
Ken
inheritance
was
to
the dude
fucking
who
fake
basically
nudity.
he used to donate on every back on Fig Stream, and then I heard that like Pun basically like got on his ass about only donating to T-Rail and basically like tried to like pressure him.
Extort him.
That's what I heard, but and then basically like he stopped donating completely after he felt disrespected.
Well, he
No,
was
he's still
at
the greatest rapper of all time, nigga. Nobody's fucking with him. Nigga, my only thing was, bro, if you still want me to rap, of course I'll do it, but you're gonna have to give me some more money. I'm just I spent my whole day
He
with
paid
this
5
nigga.
bands just on top, just on a dime for. Hey,
He pulled it out. It is not like he said
oh, of course.
Can you go to the topics just so we could try to find like
Yeah.
one more good one to dial in, and then we'll read the
Yeah.
donations, and then we'll tap out.
Yeah, just scroll
oh,
up.
yeah, okay,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
gotta go up a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit.
spare peso on the next No Joke
So I
show.
was gonna call Maxo Cream to get the story about him fighting D Flowers, but I guess he's gonna come through like next week or some shit. And
Weren't they homies?
Yeah, they had a lot of music
Yeah.
together. I always looked at Maxo as like the guy who put D Flowers on.
Yeah.
But apparently Trouble in Paradise because they were squabbling.
Yeah.
D Flowers
oh,
not from
we-
Hoover too, is he?
This is kind of small. I think he's from the same shit that Maxo
He
from.
is,
Yeah.
yeah, he's from Hoover.
And the Jello Beezy and update, the Suge
Oh,
Knight
the
versus
video,
Kanye.
the video of
Yeah,
Mo 3 basically like losing his life on the highway is
Oh, you
pretty
seen that?
crazy.
That was
Yeah.
crazy.
and
Whoa, Suge Knight goes off on Kanye for calling Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids retarded. That's insane. Let's check that out.
yeah, just skip to 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
Cool. No. Oh, did it say on the screen? My bad.
Yeah.
Most people
What does Suge have to say about this? The world has been
The
waiting.
world has been waiting to find
bated
out.
breath for this
Yeah, well,
one.
Kanye should've-
Donnie,
Kanye
what's that?
Should left the kids out of it anyway.
Hell yeah, that was the grimiest shit ever.
No. It's, yeah. Right. No, we're already on it, right?
No, is it like turned into that weird
Yeah.
Stream Deck ad?
You got it open already, Donnie.
No.
No. First one.
That thumbnail is
That one, there it is, there it
amazing.
is.
The suspect Jaleel's Jalise
They
thumb.
should have cut out the
thumbnail
part
probably
about
don't
my
have
watch
nothing
falling
to say.
apart.
I don't got nothing else. I got my nuts. You don't talk about Jay, Beyonce's children, or their son, whoever. You call them retarded. That's what we won't do. It's real consequences for those type of actions. I put the people in hip-hop, people in our community, on a higher standard than that. We came a long way as black people, as slaves, not to attack people, kids, or somebody is disabled. That's not funny to me. Not one bit. I love all kids. And I love hip-hop.
What?
And I love the culture of our people. I'm trying to prove my ways and myself. I would hate for us to have to go backwards. That's basically what it is, you know. He's a bitch. And I look at it like this.
There he is. Where's Suge? There he is.
What Beyonce does for hip-hop and the community of our people, that woman works really, really hard. I mean, her sister, their whole family is good people.
Yeah, right. We've heard of
There's
that.
only one time.
Is it, am I tripping or is like? Does it sound like senility is starting to enter the chat?
That's not what I
All
thought
that.
Suge Knight would sound like.
That senility is entering the chat for Suge Knight.
That was
Oh,
odd
right, so
sounding.
No?
he calls Kanye a bitch. Do y'all agree that Kanye's a bitch for calling Beyonce's kids retarded?
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
for sure, if it was
Bitch-made
anybody else,
activity.
it would be impossible to argue. People gonna give him a little bit of leeway because it's Kanye. But yeah, for sure, if one of y'all came on the podcast and went off on somebody really who you don't even have like real issues with, and that was your way of doing it,
Well,
was
he
to,
didn't go off though. He said a legal definition, meaning
yeah.
they have mental retardation.
Yeah, but
That's
But
a
they
legal
don't-
definition.
he said
but-
something like this. Why y'all don't see him or something like that?
First of
because
all,
they won't show their kids.
which
publicly
also
like that.
isn't true. Those kids are all over the fucking internet.
No, only the
Like,
daughter. You
no, they're
haven't
both.
seen-
That's not true, bro.
You don't see Sire like that right now.
I don't
bro.
know
you
what
still
they
see him,
look
bro.
like.
No,
so I
you
can't
don't.
even
I know
really
they,
judge.
bro. I could Google it right now.
Sure, look.
40
It
pictures
was
will
just
pull up,
football,
dog.
right?
Oh, bet.
Multiple pictures. I'm not gonna give a
I think it
number.
was
Like,
just-
I can guarantee you right now that you don't have a recent photo of Sire over the last 2 years.
I'm
Bet right now.
I didn't even know they had no
let's
other
look it up.
kids.
I'm not gonna bet you, gang, but
Bro, this is like an actual narrative that's currently online that they don't show like show Sire at all.
I'm gonna pull
I'll
up
be real.
Jay-Z.
I didn't even know they even had no other kids until Kanye said that.
Yeah. You feel me? Yeah.
I'm just against saying that you throwing kids,
Period. Right.
people's kids in the middle of beef
Yeah.
and shit is
Yeah.
disgusting. Saying that shit about a kid is disgusting in general,
Of course.
even if it wasn't the greatest rapper of all time, arguably.
Yeah.
It's
I
such
feel
a
like-
low
Yeah.
point to see, and I put it right up there with him saying "fuck Virgil." It's
Yeah,
like,
he's out
bro,
of line.
it's
I
fucked
mean,
up.
with a lot of
Dissing
niggas
dead
got
people and
kids.
dissing kids is fucked up, and especially doing it when you don't have any kind of like real reason to do it. I mean,
If he would have said their kids have Down syndrome, and that's part of the reason why y'all don't see them in the limelight, right? Want the one
I'm not
son.
mad at that.
I mean, there's
okay,
a
so
there is
then
a
what's-
pic-
so the
there's a
argument is
picture-
that his
what's
kids
the-
aren't attractive enough.
No,
and there
wait,
is a picture of Sir from 2025 online.
like no, bro.
So you're wrong.
You're saying
okay.
that the kids, if we see does he
Yeah.
look like he's not all there?
No,
He's
he's a
rare.
regular looking kid, bro.
That's what I
Completely
would
normal.
assume.
Beyonce,
yeah.
come on now.
Yeah, he's
the
not.
Other one, you know,
They got
They're
half
cute.
great genetics and then half,
They're yeah, exactly. They're cute kids that look like Jay-Z's son or kids. You feel me? So
I mean,
like,
when
I
you're
don't
when
believe in talking about nobody kids.
but when you
What
look
is
like Jay Z and you
Sire
go out
for-
into the world and
for-
make
for
kids,
like-
you gotta
for-
you're
look
rolling
up
the dice.
Jay-Z's son.
That's why he got the hottest chick imaginable, is because he knew his genetics were not going to get the job done.
yeah,
Cool.
why not?
Yeah, that's true.
this is crazy.
Yeah, I'm almost getting on Kanye's level. right now.
Well, like I
Yeah,
said,
you gotta
sometimes-
look
Yeah.
at
No, I know, bro.
Because look,
Where
I've had
the-
disagreements
the
with
son
plenty of niggas with kids, and that's
Right there.
the easiest thing to go to. But it's like,
That's a
nah, bro, you
pop-
gotta leave the kids out that
paparazzi
shit.
photo.
That shit not cool.
Also a picture.
I got kids, bro. I don't want a nigga to say nothing about my kids. I ain't gonna say shit about yours. It's fuck you. I don't know your kids.
Yeah, even if
Well, he has Down syndrome.
if someone's kid actually, you guys are having another
Sorry.
conversation, right? But even if the kids were retarded,
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's wrong to use this as a way to diss them.
Facts.
You know, like that shit is lame as fuck.
But
That's
he
even
was
super
worse.
lame.
Saying something about special. I don't believe in saying too much about special people. You
Period.
gotta,
Yeah.
But kids,
Is he-
special kids.
Kanye
no.
needs
But
to
was
get
it a
his chin
diss? Was he
checked.
dissing him though?
That's something-
Yes.
Is he even beefing with Jay-Z? Like, why is he doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
You know
Yeah.
what's so crazy too is that it feels like that Kanye interview that academics did might not come out because they apparently wanted to review it. Chances are, if they review it, that the fact that he was wearing a Klan outfit is going to be enough for them to not drop it. So maybe the all that the world will ever have is just academics describing it on
And he
the
dropping
Adam and
it
Wax show,
on
which
Twitter?
is crazy. He said he was going to, but then he said they wanted to review it, and now we haven't heard anything since. Which is just crazy because it's like Act described it so much
yeah,
that it
dude,
made me
chill
want to
out.
see it so bad, and
Yeah.
it might never come out, which is wild.
But really, the beef that that Ye has with Hove is that Hove don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
That's it. Like Jay just don't talk to him, don't fuck with him.
It's a little deeper than that,
from
though.
a long time back.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Jay
But
had
I'm not
enough
mad at
evidence to not fuck
No,
with him 10
why
years
would he?
ago.
No,
Yeah.
he's mad at Jay because Jay is the he's the epitome of a company man. And Kanye's like saying, bro, we should be burning down the fucking
A
infrastructure.
company man is somebody who like works at a job and holds the job down and won't say anything negative about the job. Jay-Z runs the fucking business.
Yeah, he's a
See,
business
no, for
owner.
example-
He might be in
Company-
business with dudes that are richer than him, but he's as
No,
close to the top
For example,
as you
right?
can get, right?
No. Look, bro, so here's what Kanye right saying, right? Okay, for example,
But he's still not at the top, and he's
Jay-
still, you know.
Yeah.
no, look, Jay had the most to say about the NFL when the Colin Kaepernick shit was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Jermaine Dupri got offered to be in control of the live show. Jermaine Dupri contacted Jay-Z and said, hey, bro, should I do this?
Tell that nigga no.
Jay said, fuck no. And he told Travis Scott, don't perform as well. Nigga, 6 months later, Jay-Z took the
Got
job.
the job.
But
Thank God Jermaine Dupri didn't have that
who
job.
put that out there? Jermaine Dupri?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That is kind of grimy.
That's gang.
But no matter how
that's-
grimy that is, you don't get to call the kids retarded. Then you're the bad
You
guy.
right.
And how exactly
Kanye
does that?
got
How does
kids
that
out of it.
affect Ye?
Kanye
No,
like
that's-
a
no, they
girl,
just
man.
saying-
No, his whole argument is like,
He's
nigga,
pro
you're
company.
a company man. Like, nigga, we supposed to be tearing down the infrastructure, nigga. We
Cool.
supposed to be going against
It's right
labels
word.
and all this kind of shit and
Yeah.
that kind of shit. And I'm doing it on my own, and we came out together. That's what he's kind of going.
Why nigga want
Okay.
to go against the grain and go against labels, bro? Like, that's what I'm saying. People get killed for that, bro.
Yeah,
And
most
Kanye
people are
hallucinating.
perfectly happy to do
Hey,
business
somebody
with
gotta die
the
for being a
industry.
revolutionary though.
No, I can.
Shit.
You feel me? Somebody.
But I'm saying, but what are what are the labels doing wrong?
And he ain't losing
They
because
really
he
ain't
feels
got-
Taking
hallucinating.
advantage of young black men.
But they ain't got that much control how they used to.
Wow, young
They
Barry
don't,
Gordy sent $5 and
But
said
they
free the
still got
break.
a lot though, especially when you get to their levels.
We
You
got to
to
get
their
YBG
levels,
up here.
and you trying to
what's
get
up?
higher. That's why he had to do so much to get that Adidas deal and all that shit. That's why they took it from once he started tripping.
YBG, what are you doing tomorrow? Tap inwardly. You got my number, or at least my
Oh,
Instagram.
Gordy in
DM.
the chat.
Yeah,
Gordy
send
on
$5.
Gordy on the news tomorrow would be lit.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
We're gonna give you a couple Virgils if you pull up.
Kanye's just doing too much to get attention, bro. Like you got too much money. Like you should be enjoying your life. Like he wasting his time on stuff that can get him harm.
Yeah, that nigga's.
Dead homies.
Like,
All right, you want to pull up the donations and we can read those and then we can clock out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a flight to catch, man.
Where you going?
Texas.
What you doing there?
Oh yeah.
Show 'em
Family.
like it is in the great
Can you
state
full
of
screen it?
Texas.
Okay, let's go up a little bit here. Yeah. God damn, they've been coming in. Okay, we already read these. Yeah. Go down a little bit.
Right there.
Nah, go up one. I think that yellow one.
That yellow one.
Yeah. Yo, this Siggy, sus a hater. Check the house phone and Lush collab. Hilarious. Him and AZ Shine Hayden. Let's go.
Shouts to Siggy.
I don't know exactly what he's trying to
I
say,
don't know
but
either.
shout out to him. Spare Peso said, got a yacht. It's a ship. I ain't worried about a bitch.
Bars. The greatest rapper of our generation.
One of the greats.
Let's go.
Peso, the GOAT. Hit me if you need
Peso.
that re-feature.
Wait, we already.
Oh yeah,
this.
we read these shit. Yeah, all right. So Ace, no, we read these. Okay, yeah. My
bars,
bad.
yeah, we did.
Yeah. we read it.
Nino Breaker
yeah.
said whoever dropping $1,000 on a Lush verse is addicted to fentanyl. You say that like it's a bad thing.
Yeah, the fuck?
Fentanyl's a good way to make it through life. Come on now.
Oh my god.
If you spend $1,000 on a Lush verse, I'll give you a Instagram like and a comment.
Yeah, dickhead.
Yeyu sent $10. Said why you G on the wax 600 on here? He's a buster and a wannabe boxer. His opponent's record is 91, 236, 22. That's a buster scared to fight real boxers. He a joke just like his daddy whack 100.
I'm trying to say
Damn.
that Shannon Briggs isn't a real boxer.
Is that real? Your record is 91 and 232?
No, he's saying somebody he fought. I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they trying to say he fight bum.
So he's a professional
that
tin
was.
can if you got that record, huh? All right.
Hey.
Faye said Flacco trying to play Lush for receiving 1K for our verse, but probably spent more than that on the Fresh and Fit course and memberships.
No.
Oh my
AI069 says 600. Why you tagged the Chargers in your video, gang, when you broke the DNA story?
Oh, because my caption was keep these guys away from all the players at all levels of football, high school, college, and pros. You know, the guys in jail for the murder.
But
You know,
like
of
his
his-
son also plays for the Chargers, so
yeah,
it,
but
it feels like.
it ain't got nothing to do with his son. I was just saying that make sure you watch these
Okay.
guys around the players.
Okay.
You be around all these different levels of players.
Subtle mafia
You
threat.
got a good PR, huh?
David Russell said Pimp P dropping a new hit single dropping Friday. We need that interview. Adam. Ah, shit. I'm not gonna. I have to ask Desto, but I'm not gonna close the door on that. That does sound kind of entertaining.
There's
I gotta ask
Pete.
this though.
Adam, tell Dre Money said, Adam, tell everybody go listen to Dre Money featuring Lil Sav Rundown. All right, everybody go listen to that. Young Barry Gordy said, free the brick. That's what I'm saying. Free the brick.
Please.
YBG, tap in with me. What's going on? And then Jay Rich the Pit said, yo, Lush, I'm a producer with Boom Bap Beats. What's the email so I can send you something?
Lush1west@gmail. Shouts to you, gang.
Lush,
That for him
Shit.
just in case.
Lush is a
Love the
new age
boom bap.
rapper now, man. He don't like the boom bap beats no more.
Send Cardi
Hey, Cat,
style
we
beats.
just heard a song with Spare
Really?
Peso, the greatest rapper of all time.
Lush on
where
Boom
he
Bap
was
Beats?
on the
I
Boom
could,
Bap
I could
Beats.
always. That's a duffel I could always go in.
You could have been a Griselda style rapper.
for sure. For sure. That's a prize. That's like one of my bags. One of my
Mm,
duff
bap.
hells.
Boom
Many
bap, boom
bags.
bap,
Many
boom.
That's
bags.
right. That's right.
E-money bags.
I can dig it.
Yo, if I dedicated my time to being a rapper full time, I feel like I could do something with it, man.
Right
feel me?
now, or you
Maybe
think like
something.
You're,
Right now, if I dedicate
you would
8
have
hours a day to
control
learning how
all
to
your
rap,
YouTube
8 hours a
ops.
day is
You-
a
you-
lot.
look,
have
I'm not
control
gonna
your
lie.
YouTube ops on every song.
Just you went crazy in the cipher,
You had to beef
Like-
with all the niggas that you don't want to name, but you would have to say their names though.
like you did in
You know,
the cipher.
You would have to be like the
Yeah.
Chirac drill rapper, but it would have to be against your YouTube.
And we
ops.
heard your raps from back in the day. Don't act like this is new to
Yeah,
this.
that shit.
Yeah.
no.
yeah.
I was like
pretty
12, like
Michael,
rapping
you rap?
on YouTube.
You are
He's an
poetic,
ASAP.
man.
That's not rapper.
He's an
Hell
ASAP.
no.
He's an ASAP
No.
Mob fan
The
account
song you
originally.
played, you
Yeah.
wasn't
That's where the
playing
name
on-
Flacco
You know
comes
from like
Flacco, where you from?
2011.
North
E-
Dakota.
Exactly.
And Africa.
Listen, man.
Everywhere.
I'm
Exactly.
from everywhere, man. Feel me? North Dakota, Africa,
He
Philly,
everywhere.
whatever, man.
You never there.
Minnesota too.
Everywhere.
You feel me? Yeah,
That
man.
nigga moved around. He's like a fucking gypsy.
And African
My
gypsy.
boy's Roma.
Oh shit! All right, yo! Shout out to everybody who watched this. Shout out to everybody who tapped in the comments, especially the donators and the members. We really appreciate it. Shout out to 600, Almighty, Flacco, and Lush for pulling up. It's been a very successful week of streaming, despite the fact that our boy is down bad. Brick Baby
For that nigga.
coming home soon. We're gonna do our damn thing. We're gonna get right back to the buka buka shit. You already know.
Did you see the picture of the AI generated image
Hey,
on
shout out, hey, shout out
on
AOF
Reddit
Nino.
with Break with his two
New
hands
song
up?
out called
Just
Weird
shit.
Creek.
To see that real
Huh?
quick, yeah.
Shout out AOF Nino. New song I called Weird Creek.
Yeah,
Shout
man.
out to AOF Nino. Good,
Absolutely.
good dude.
He pulled up to EBK J-Bo hood, shot a video in his hood, and left with the street
Is
sign.
the video out yet?
It's out.
It is out.
It's
Oh,
out.
shit, I gotta
like
put that.
4 days.
How'd you take
The Nightingale sign?
AOF Nino away from Brick Baby? Because at some point, like he was signed to Brick, right, or doing something with
No, he
Brick?
wasn't signed. He just knew him. They was just cool because they knew. I never really asked them.
Oh, okay,
But
gotcha.
they knew each other how they knew each other. And
Was you scared though? Like, damn, bro, like he fucking with Brick. I might get backdoor here.
Me?
Yeah.
No, it's hard to backdoor me.
Okay.
I mean, you know, I'm LA's most wanted right now.
Damn, why?
I don't know, just a lot of haters, man.
Flacco.
We wonder why,
No
right?
fucking why.
We
You
wonder.
can't get his YouTube
Well, no,
shit.
but the op. Well, okay, but like his op is now in jail. So
Yeah.
is the reach like still there though? Like, do he still have to reach like back on the streets to get at you?
I don't know, but free Big U, man. You feel
Yeah,
me? I
man,
don't know
free-
what you got going on, man. You know
Hey,
what
you
I mean?
can't spell cop without op. Just remember.
Hey, man, free the big homie,
Oh,
Big
word.
U, man. Listen, bro, I'll be real, bro. There's a lot of YouTube niggas who got you to thank, bro. You feel me? Because, bro, I'm watching, like, for example, there's channels that I never will watch that I'm watching now because of this shit.
I tried to watch Bruce Rivers talking about the big youth thing last night, and it wasn't enough new info.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
This
'Cause,
is
like, that's your
repeat
life
to
he's
the
talking about
same
pretty
shit
much,
that
you know?
we already know.
Well, we got
Yeah.
we got an update coming tomorrow. Now the indictment's out. So
Damn.
Well, no, the indictment just dropped this morning.
Right. So, okay, what's the difference between what dropped today and what dropped like a week ago?
So that was the first criminal complaint.
Yeah.
I don't know
Okay.
too much about that stuff, but I believe that's just enough to go pick them up,
Okay.
Yeah.
and then the person or criminals have to be indicted at some point.
Got it.
So
Yeah.
I guess they made the indictment. The DOJ made a press release today, and that's where we got the 43 counts. The people who are actually involved in the indictment, and that's gonna be some content right there.
So it's more specific and more detailed,
And for
basically.
the record, Brick Baby wasn't in the actual indictment.
Seen that.
Yeah.
But Loose Cannon is.
Yeah.
And he is 42.
And that's why people say that
With
they
twin.
feel like
Yeah, that was
it getting
crazy as
leaked
shit.
got them picked up early because the complaint was, oh, yo, we scrambling now just trying to, yo, bro, we got to get them in as fast as possible.
Well, they always
Yeah.
pick you up before the indictment comes anyway.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the facts, right? Now, okay, so Brick, do you think Brick is going to do like 5 years max?
I don't even know. Like I said, I don't even know why they included him in the complaint, the Big U Enterprise RICO, when he's not even in indictment.
I think
No.
the feds are podcast fans and they knew that would make it way hotter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
they-
right.
You know?
And like the wiretaps actually said that a dude told Big U that Brick and them told a dude to call his plug, and Brick robbed the plug, and then they broke it down between like 7 people.
Oh, well, if
Yeah.
Then they probably
They did it 'cause
charged him
Lore.
on that, and
Well,
he's
maybe
not
he's
in the
tied
whole
into
RICO.
it like
Yeah.
that. But he definitely is on that 19 picture.
That nigga though, man.
Yeah, man.
It was
Free
just
Brick,
because
man.
the Operation Drawdown, they just weren't
Right.
trying to get as many people associated. Yeah.
I was thinking when we do the free brick rap, I'm gonna say something about free bricks like Scooter. The feds came and took my shooter.
No, yo,
Buka buka. I'm on hiatus.
No,
They got me
yo,
on
you should
ice.
do
I
like
can't
the-
do no buka buka.
nah, bro. No, do like the Friday and Meek freestyle.
I heard y'all y'all did a scene that's
Yeah.
been unreleased.
Like that's like the hottest like.
Me and Brick.
Yeah.
Oh
We have like maybe
have, like-
one or two songs we made that we didn't.
No,
put out.
no,
scene,
no, the
porno
scene.
scene.
Remember
Oh,
like
that is true
Loose Cannon
also.
shit
Yeah.
that you like troll Loose Cannon with.
But Brick was wearing like a Japanese
Oh,
mask
come
and his
on.
body was all lubed up. You wouldn't even recognize him.
No, but hey,
He was all greased up. Yeah, it was
I
crazy.
will say that
Pause.
Brick, Adam, and myself and Trap Lord Ross have an unreleased diss track that goes.
You're the only one
crazy
who I
as
think
fuck.
was dissing on it.
No, Brick did too.
Oh, you
Brick
see,
went
bro, he
crazy
trying to put
too.
y'all in the middle
Brick-
of it, man.
And actually, did you
Who
not
was
diss
y'all
on there?
dissing?
I feel like I didn't.
Podcast ops?
You talking about the
Podcast.
podcast?
Yeah,
Well, there's two of them.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
the Love Child one, and then there's the
I love child.
the NBA young boy type beat.
I can't even remember what
Yeah.
the fuck we said on that shit anymore. But shout out to everybody who watched this. Smack the like button.
Cool.
We'll be back tomorrow for the news. And make sure you stay tuned in. Shout out to everybody who's here. Gang, 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 girl.